welcome to Unrolled. This is number 7, I think. I've asked 3 times.
Hey, did you get the stupid little app?
Oh, I did. But what
okay.
we don't know is the names, so we'll do that. I'll get the names, put them on there, and spin the wheel and see who won.
Okay.
Yeah, so I looked at them today, but it erases the names.
Were you giving away something?
Yeah, we're going to give away some swag from last week. It's an unrolled beanie, like what Chuck's wearing. Show the
We're not giving away a shirt?
I was going to do a beanie because it's
Okay.
effing cold out.
Okay. All right.
So
Let's see. Maybe we can give away a shirt next week.
yeah, we can do a shirt next week, or we can do some of this shit.
I think we should give away a shirt next week.
Okay.
The shirt is going to be 3 sizes too small in honor of our guest today.
Oh shit! Well, you know what? I only started with.
Went right in on it.
Yeah.
Right in.
He wore that layer just so you wouldn't see.
I'll wear these layers.
Right. Yeah. Welcome to Unrolled. We're gonna smoke a cigar, and just talk with our guest here, our ski instructor for the day.
So what kind of cut are you going to do on that Melania?
What do you suggest?
Well, I always go for a V.
I was going to do a V. That's what I usually do.
Well, but it's a torpedo, so a lot of people don't do a torpedo on a V.
I always do.
I was going to do it that way.
Or a V on a torpedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. So anyway, our guest today, we're already doing great. This is awesome. We're killing it already.
Right.
Our guest today
Stay killing it.
is Brad Macauley from like 3 different business ventures. Say hi, Brad.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, let's cut. Everybody out there that's watching, listening, cut your cigars. Let's light them. Here, you can have that be.
Kind of weird hearing your own voice through these.
You know, I hate my voice.
I do now.
And
Well, not yours, mine, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I hate your voice.
fair enough. I hate it more listening to it. So, all right. So cigars today. Brad's got the when you're a guest on here, I always give you a cigar from the our cigar shop sponsor here, AP Cigar, and so Brad's smoking a Leva V or a Leva Series V Melania, and this is the Torpedo, and is one of the finest cigars that Leva makes. Fuck, delicious. So,
Delicious. Cold draw, huh?
Yeah, you got your own light.
Go ahead.
Go fuck
Oh, I
off.
do. Use a lid.
So Chuck's got a Hoyo de Monterey Epicure Selection, and I don't know what number, but Robusto-ish looking. I'm smoking the
It's the middle one.
the middle one, number 2 probably.
Yeah.
Number 2.
We'll go with that. And then I have the Table 36 Peacemaker. Normally I don't smoke the Peacemakers because they're such a good seller, but Brad had a
Stock is limited.
yeah pre-order now, and so I can do that right in the mic.
You like that?
Yeah, thanks, bud. So so cut your cigars, light them. Join us for a smoke. This is this whole podcast is just kind of like what we sit around and bullshit about during the day, smoking cigars. And we're gonna make fun of Brad, and we're gonna talk to Brad.
Okay.
And
Mike's going to talk to Brad. I'm going to make fun of Brad.
right.
You got jokes ready.
I've been looking forward to this for a week.
Locked and
For a
loaded.
week.
I think he wrote them down. Do you have your notebook?
It'd be better if you weren't wearing layers. Everybody could see.
Well, I gave him the heads up whenever
What I had
I.
worked. Yeah, there you
I
go.
know, I did. I gave him the heads up so he knew. So, all right. So, Brad,
Yo.
introduce yourself. You're actually local here, local to the shop, and coming in pretty much since day one. Did we meet then?
Pretty close.
Is that when we met?
Well, that pole in there where you're putting all the rings on.
That sounds so dirty already. I
Yeah,
like it.
that
Go
ring
ahead.
pole
Yeah.
was empty.
Oh shit. So that was 6 years ago.
There's a lot of space in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's been a while.
So to describe.
But you know what? I know I've been here since day one.
Yes.
And I don't remember sticking things to that pole.
No?
As far as I remember, that pole always had stuff on it.
Really?
I don't remember. I don't remember it ever being bare.
I remember. I think when I first walked in, there was about 20% of it covered.
Right.
I never paid attention to it. It's what it is.
So to describe what everybody's talking about, there's a support pole in the cigar shop that I used to have a glue stick near it, and when you got done with your cigar, you would take the band off, and then you would just glue it onto the pole. And somehow Elmer's glue's been holding on for 6 years. Some of them. Sometimes little kids come in, or we get midget stripper night, and then all the midget strippers, they'll rub them off. So
Grinding on them.
Right, grinding on them, knocking them
They
off.
rub some of them off. Sometimes they make them stick better.
Yeah, sometimes like it's almost a glaze on there now. So
Depends on the quality.
Right, yeah. During COVID, we had high quality because everybody was out of work. But now, the midget strippers we get, everybody's back to work. It's terrible. So,
So yeah, probably 5-6 years.
yeah, that's kind of cool.
Probably. Yeah.
You've actually been to my house? Well, the old,
One
old
of
house.
them.
Yeah, right. So that was pretty cool. You came to a birthday party.
Yeah.
You knew my girlfriend before me.
Yeah.
It's always fun whenever, a good-looking guy like Brad comes in and says, "Are you dating so-and-so?" And I say, "Yeah." "Oh, I know her. I carried her on my back." And
I carried her on my back.
I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
Then I had to explain that.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I put a bullet in the chamber, and I was like, I don't know what's about to be said, but somebody's gonna get shot in this sumbitch. So
Yeah.
This episode brought to you by Lance Armstrong's doctor.
Lance Armstrong's doctor, all the steroids.
That's a good one. Got that TRT going.
Are you natural?
Am I what?
Are you all natural?
Yeah.
Yep. I like how you leaned in to listen when there's
what?
legit.
Yeah.
fucking headphones
I
on.
know, right?
Noise canceling, really good noise
Well-
canceling headphones. They actually do a good job.
Cancel the noise.
Yeah.
Is that why you wear them all day when customers are trying to ring out?
I have to do. Yeah.
When an ambulance goes by for the third time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a pretty big dude,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
You're pretty natural.
Pretty natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supplements.
I mean, it's just
You're
When
not,
you
not doing
wear-
well, my job itself, my day job, my 9 to 5 is very physical,
Right.
as well. You know,
Right.
you're moving furniture and
Calm
shit
down,
all
buddy.
day,
You're
so.
a maid.
I am. You're right. I'm an overpaid maid service. So
I've seen those videos on YouPorn. The maids aren't that big.
So
the plumbers are.
your 9 to 5 is Macaulay's floor care, carpet cleaning,
cleaning service.
carpet
Yeah.
munching, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Started that like 18 years ago.
That's insane.
That I've been doing that long.
Yeah.
That's
insane.
That's the longest job I've ever had.
And then you were living and still pretty much live like
Kinda-
way the hell out in nowhere.
Spending time between two places, Campsville and 3 blocks down west.
Well,
of
yeah,
Holford, but
18 years ago you started the carpet cleaning
Yeah.
business, and you lived literally in the middle of nowhere.
middle of nowhere.
So you have like 10 houses to service in your town.
None.
None.
Really.
Okay, right.
Let's just say none.
Oh, they still have
because
dirt floors up there.
Right, yeah.
So they need cleaned a lot, dirt floors.
Sometimes.
So what was your target marketing? Was it down here?
My target marketing, honestly, was
Anybody that paid you?
Yeah. Well, when you start a business, you know, you'll take anything. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're that hungry. So you're going to go after anything you can get. I was doing stupid jobs just to pay the bills and say I wasn't going to fail.
So how did you, like, you woke up one morning 18 years ago. How old were you at that point?
I'm going to clean carpets for
Right,
you.
yeah,
no shit.
That's what
Well-
I'm getting at. Like, you're in your 20s?
I'm 45. Oh, yeah, I was in my 20s.
So you're like, you know what? You know what this town needs? This town of fucking 35 people needs?
This town needs me to rent a rug doctor and go clean their carpets.
So,
Right,
yeah, did you start, did you start with rental shit?
No, I was working corporate America.
Corporate America.
Yeah.
Were you wearing a tie?
Yeah. Well, my last job was a sales rep, and I was suit and tie
So
selling.
how long was your tie just as short as your fucking shirts are? Or?
No, it was full length. It wasn't it wasn't from the kids section.
Right. So you get out of the military. You get out of the military, and you're like, I want to wear a suit and tie. So you go get a job.
Well, went into the military when I was 17.
Right.
Got out. I was infantry, Army infantry.
Right.
So you get out, and it's kind of, you think, God, what do I want to do with my life? So I thought, well, hell, the only thing I'm good at is probably kicking in doors and armbarring people to the ground. So
Right. No, you're good.
I thought, well, I'm going to be, I'm going to go into law enforcement.
Right.
I'll be a cop. So I went, got at that time in the late 90s, mid-late 90s, you had to have a bachelor's degree if you wanted to be a cop in most
Right.
precincts and districts. So like get a bachelor's degree, get it, and get out and think, man, I totally fucked up.
But you came here, didn't you? You came back to this area.
Oh yeah,
didn't you?
came back. Yeah.
You're going to tell me these cops have bachelor's degrees?
Yeah.
In what?
Yeah,
Well-
that was one of the big things that kept me from being a police
In
officer.
what?
Almost anything.
Pretty
but-
much anything.
Yeah, but law enforcement is what they like to see.
Yeah, they like to see it, but now it's 20 years later. That industry has completely done a 180. You can be a state cop now with a high school degree, with a high school diploma.
Right.
Well, why do you
Because
have to have
nobody-
a bachelor's? Why, to be a state cop, why would you have to have a bachelor's degree?
That was just a requirement.
When you can just... Why? All you do is write tickets all day.
Oh yeah,
You got to know how to write.
you got to write
spelling.
and read and
Have
spell.
you ever gotten a ticket?
Well, you can't read it.
You
'cause
don't even have to know how to write now. They
think-
just print them out.
Well, right, but we're going back 20-something years.
They
So,
hit a button and it prints out this big old long Walgreens receipt.
so I think the biggest thing with requiring like a bachelor's degree in any field
that
is
you accomplish something, maybe.
not
but-
so much that you accomplished, that you committed to finishing something.
Yeah,
And that's really
Yeah.
what college is. That's what it showed. It showed that you could take on the stress. You can. Do
We
your
watched this
class-
movie the other day.
What movie's that?
Van Wilder. We watched it.
Oh yeah, right. He was there for 8 years, and
Yeah.
look what he accomplished.
Right.
So, but I think that's what the college degree really was about.
You
Was
can pull it.
yeah, it'll stretch.
oh well.
Yeah,
You can grab it, pull it out.
that one
pulling
gets
the
used the
cord.
least. So
Everyone else does.
right, pull my cord.
Pull your cord.
Everyone else just comes in and starts yanking on our stuff.
So
So you
late 90s, early 2000s, they wanted a bachelor's degree. So I went to test with state police. They were hiring 100 officers in this class. The day I showed up for the physical fitness test, there were 5,000 people at this physical fitness
Holy
test.
shit.
That's how competitive it was.
Right.
Now, if you're breathing and can walk, they'll take you.
shit. Oh.
So it's
I quit this
it's
bitch.
you
I'm
know
out.
the the standards lowered because who the hell wants to be a cop in 2022?
No, not me. You couldn't
No.
pay me enough.
No,
You
not
couldn't
at all.
pay me enough to.
I'd still do it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
I'd like to. When I was young, that was what I wanted to be. Was a cop.
I think that's what every kid's kind of like. Yeah, that's
Is it?
cool, and you grew up but we grew up in that era where cops was always on TV.
Right. Well,
And,
what was
you
my
know-
favorite cop show was Hunter. Do you remember that show? He was like a detective, and he drove like beat up piece of shit cars, but with hopped up engines. We'll look it up on cinema.
remember
It
that.
was a fucking great show.
Hunter?
Hunter.
I don't know.
Yeah. So.
But I'd still be one. I mean, I don't think they should accept people that are under 30, to be honest with you. Let you live life a little while and let you get in an argument with your wife, so when you show up on a domestic battery, you don't always take the guy.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand that she might have smacked him around, hit him with a can of corn too. Something like- you know what I mean?
So
I
you,
mean,
you think you should like to
And
be
I-
a cop? You should be at least divorced one time. It's
I'd let you-
It's like you don't do anything illegal with
Divorce.
somebody who
Well,
hasn't
you
been to
get-
jail.
Probably
get
an
these-
alcoholic and
get
a
these
few other,
22-year-old
there are a few
guys. I
other
mean,
things in there, but
that's the problem they're having is you get these 22-year-old guys out there straight out of the fucking military where they can beat people up all they want. I
Right.
mean, who's really watching over you? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Right.
I mean, you got a set of standards and rules you got to follow, but who's really watching over you? You know, you're in a combat zone. Who's telling on you?
oh yeah.
You know, who's got a cell phone in the middle of a war-torn
Anywhere.
buildings falling down? Right? But that's the problem they're having right now is they take these guys fresh out of that and they come out and they think
Oh yeah. You have to,
they think they're Captain America.
Still at war.
well, yeah, and you're taking them, and
Well,
then
not
like when I applied to St. Louis Police Department, I walked in, and they told me what the starting salary was
Right.
for
Oh, yeah,
for a
and they don't pay
trainee.
shit.
For a trainee was $23,000
To work in Metro.
to work in St. Louis Metro, and you go North City, you're dropping guys. It's like downtown Baghdad.
Right.
So it's one of those things.
Well, yeah, and they don't pay them shit, and they're just angry. And then like you said, you basically throw them into some place like the Badlands over there. I don't
Yeah.
even know if the Badlands are bad anymore, but the Badlands over there used to be a bad spot. Mm-hmm. Back when you were talking about that was
Oh,
a
yeah.
bad spot. You throw them in over there, they get treated like shit, and what's going to happen?
Yeah.
They're mad. They're not making shit. They're probably not fucking too happy at fucking home at this point.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh sure.
The
And
job sucks.
and
People are gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and your hands are tied even more now than they were 20 years ago about what you can do because we were headed down to the lake last August and we stopped over on 270 in Lilac at that big quick trip station. And 8 o'clock in the morning, hundreds of people around. Kelly walks in, go get some drinks, go to the bathroom, whatever. I'm in that truck,
Right.
got my back to the passenger door, and I'm pumping gas, and I hear a click. And I looked at the pump, it's still pumping gas. I turned around, the guy had already opened the door and took her purse.
Wow.
Within 5 feet of me, 4 feet of me.
Wow.
I saw him duck below my truck, get in the back of a car, and gone.
No kidding.
That quick, in 5 seconds.
Caught you slipping.
Right.
Oh, man.
Always lock your doors.
Caught
Well,
you
you-
slipping.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah,
what
but
she's...
you're standing right there.
Yeah, right there. Within...
We come out of Walmart in Woodruff.
I mean, I could have grabbed him
It's
had I turned around.
right. They
He-
did, but
he
it
was-
was just over
Oh,
there.
it was on the same side?
Here's the passenger seat.
Yeah.
You're there. Yeah. And
Get outta
and I had my back. I was watching the pump.
Right?
Yeah, I could have just turned around and grabbed him. That's how close he got to me.
Caught you
Holy
slipping.
cow.
But we come out of Walmart.
But I
in
just heard
Wood
that click.
River. Those people are everywhere, man. We come. There it is. The first interruption.
Sorry.
We come out in Wood River Walmart, and I was pushing the cart, and I put the stuff in the car, and I forgot her purse. In the 2 seconds it took me to go, her purse.
Yeah.
Somebody already snatched it, and we're back at their truck with it.
Isn't that crazy?
Now, thankfully, luckily, I seen where they went. You know what I mean? I seen out of the corner of my eye, I seen the only people out there in the parking lot, and I seen where they went, and I walked up and I go, "Hey, you gonna give me that purse back?" "Oh, I ain't got no purse." You know, I went, "Hey, you gonna give me that purse back?" And I put my hand. I wasn't even carrying it at that time, but you know, they don't know.
No,
And
they don't.
and then I hear him go, "Hey, he's talking about that purse you grabbed out of that cart we were going to turn in." Like he had the story and everything. "Oh yeah, we were going to take it to the police station." "Yeah, well, that's not necessary. Give it to me." And I checked it right there in front of him. But
Well, shit, we stopped there just to get fuel.
Right.
And I was,
Go ahead.
we were headed to a tattoo convention that
Right.
day. And had I not heard the click of the door shut, we'd have been halfway there and been like, where the fuck's that purse?
Right.
But so then I lock the truck, go into Quick Trip, kick open the women's restroom door. Assistant manager at QT says, this lady says, "Can I help you, sir?" And I said, "Yeah, we just got robbed out in your parking lot." Her exact words were, "Not again."
Nah.
Not again. So police show up. I think that's Bellefontaine neighbors there or something. They show up and they said, "You can write a report." But he said, "Dude, this happens 5 times a day at this gas station."
Holy cow.
yeah,
So it's just the world we live in right now. And these cops, you know, they're good guys. He's like, "There's no rules anymore. It's the Wild West over here."
yep.
And that's what it is.
That's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. You better have your head on swivel. But
You know, I worked over there for years, and, you know, we never had an issue, but I always kept everything locked up pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, or never left anything. But, I mean, I was at gas stations, and I was down in, you know, in the thick of it. You know. I was kicking indoors, and
down on Kings Highway.
yeah, I was everywhere. So, you know, but yeah, it's but you know, I was heightened to it because it happens so much. You know.
Oh, you become numb to it.
Well, no, you're heightened to it, so
Yeah.
it just becomes what you do is you lock the doors. And
Sure.
you lock the bed of the truck, and you know.
And I always lock everything.
Right.
But at that moment, you're like, it's not going to happen at a gas station with 100 people standing around.
That's the best place to do it.
Oh, yeah, because they were posted up on the other side of the parking lot, and they watched her walk in without her purse.
Smart.
But
Man, if you use
when
those
I kicked,
talents
when
for
I
good,
yeah,
holy cow, we could cure cancer and stuff.
He'd still be in prison.
so when I kicked the bathroom door open, I said, "Hey, you got your purse?" "Yeah." I said, "You do?" "Well, I got my wallet."
Well, that's good.
So all they got was tampons and chapstick.
Nice.
But
Nice.
Score.
Right.
right,
That shit's
Right.
expensive. Was that during COVID? Shit was short
it was
supply. wasn't it?
last August.
Yeah, short supply
Yeah.
back then.
Score.
Some tissues?
Worth
Shit.
more than probably what she had in her wallet.
That sucks. All right, so you start a carpet business.
So
in
I
the
started
middle of
carpet business.
country nowhere. You're like,
Yeah.
I can't do this tie anymore. I really want to
Be a maid.
be a maid.
Well, I honestly,
Like, how did you come across carpet? That's what I want to know.
long story short, when I pretty much rung the bell on law enforcement and said, fuck this shit. I'm not doing it. I had to find a job. So I took a job working for Sherwin-Williams Paint Company.
Okay.
Not a sponsor.
Right.
And
We don't have any sponsors.
started working for them for $9 an hour, I think, as
Nice.
a warehouse guy. Here I am, and got a bachelor's degree, working in a freaking warehouse, doing deliveries and shit like that.
Right.
I just needed a job.
Sounds right.
Sounds
Actually,
good.
sounds very correct.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What was your bachelor's degree in?
Law enforcement.
Oh.
So,
Could've at
was
least
there
got a
was there for
secure-
was
you
there
could've at least got a job guarding that warehouse.
well before that I had the worst job I ever had was working as a private investigator.
That's just sitting.
Why would that be your
Horrible job.
worst job?
Oh, worst job
Just
ever, dude.
sits,
I would
dude.
love to do that job.
No, it's so annoying.
God.
It's not, dude. I've done it before. It's
60 to 80 hours a week looking through a camera lens waiting.
Oh, well, that's just a different kind.
Surveillance. It was surveillance. So we were
it's
running
terrible.
surveillance on like insurance fraud and
Yeah.
liability claims
Right.
and
Yeah, you're trying to catch the dude carrying the
who's got a broken back. Who's,
Right, yeah, he's pulling out the record catfish out of the river, and he's on fucking leave.
Well, we had like, just for instance, there was this one case. I can probably talk about it. This guy said he had a hurt back, whatever, and they said he's a bartender at this place down in this town in Illinois. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll go down there. Here's this dude carrying kegs of beer out, carrying kegs of beer, cases of beer, loading up the coolers for the morning, And I sat there from 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning drinking, getting freaking soused, and got like 2 or 3 hours of video of him just
working.
working.
Man, just keeping the man down. He's just trying to double dip.
Well, and yeah, that's right. And so after I left that company, I'm like, man, these guys I probably fucked this guy over.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
Yeah,
then.
you should. You should apologize to him.
I talked to the guy that investigated me.
Did you?
Yeah, I stopped talking to him because I knew what he was doing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not fucking dumb. I'm the only person I ever see walking this way that you would be here to, you know what I mean, taking pictures of. I stopped talking to him.
Oh shit, dude. There was one case I had. This family, they were going on vacation, and I was put on surveillance on them. They leave their house super early one morning, 4 or 5 a.m., and start driving west on 70. I followed them all the way to Colorado Springs.
What?
You get paid for that?
Yeah. Once they leave,
Dude, I would have shot a person following me. Because you got to know.
well, they made me though.
Well,
Because
yeah.
when they would stop to get gas, I'd have to stop to get gas. I'd have to mimic them and follow them. Well, after you see the same
Yeah.
little Chevy Astro van pulling into the other, even though you'd pulled to the other side of the lot,
Was it
you
tan?
you start. Was it? No, I think it was like a maroon. All blacked out, had curtains on the
Sure.
inside, so it looks
Yeah,
like a cave. It's almost like a cave. So when you're videoing,
Right.
it's just playing with light,
Right.
But yeah, it was a crazy job. Bad neighborhoods in like Rockford, Illinois, where I'd just, I'm pasty European white,
Right.
You're walking down the street in a predominantly black neighborhood.
Right. Taking pictures.
Yeah, you
That's always a good
you,
sign.
you stick out, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it happens.
but yeah, that was the worst job I ever had, just because of I could be in like Indianapolis one day, and my case manager would send me to, all right, you got to be in Dallas, Texas in 2 days. So you'd drive to Dallas, or then you'd work a case in Dallas for 2 days, and then drive up to Joplin, Missouri, or Tulsa, Oklahoma, or something,
Holy
So
crap.
it was in 6 months. I don't even remember how many miles I drove. It was like being an over-the-road truck driver.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, to get into the carpet cleaning, worked in corporate America for Sherwin-Williams, started a shitty job there. It was a good company to work for. It's just, I got to the point working in that industry or any industry in sales and stuff like that to where you just get tired of working for assholes.
Chuck knows.
Yeah, you get tired of working for assholes. Unless they're good assholes.
Dude, he doesn't even let me touch the board. Like, he's a fucking asshole.
He's just staring at it.
Right. He is.
He's watching the levels. And
Yeah.
Right.
Dude,
That's a good sound, man.
Look, I was getting ready to. I was
I've
getting
no
ready to
idea
touch
what
the
they
camera.
do,
Yeah,
but-
I was getting ready to touch the camera, and he's like, "I got it." I'm like, "Shit."
It's all right.
I'm not really. I took the camera off the tripod, and he goes, "What happened? Who's?" I was like, "Man, I was filming my falls on the one wheel. Like
The one wheel.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
You get to ride today.
So
It's a requirement.
when you started the carpet, you did you just go out and buy shit?
Yeah. So I was working when I left the paint industry, I went to work as a sales rep for another company.
Right.
Suit and tie job. Horrible freaking company, too. But working for Sherwin taught me how to manage a business. Because they pretty much gave you, once you became manager, they gave you a store. You run it like it's your own.
Right.
I was pretty fucking successful there. And gave them my 2 weeks notice. And then you really know where people stand when you want to leave.
Right.
And they offered me more money. You can stay, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I'm out. I'm tired of working 60, 70, 80 hours a week here.
Right.
Because they take advantage of you. If you're
Sure.
management and salaried,
Right.
and you can't pay overtime to employees and you can't hire anybody, well, guess who's working all the extra hours?
All right.
You know?
It should reflect on your P&L.
And I
That's why
always
stores closed all the
sure.
extra hours.
Right.
Yeah, and I always wanted to own my own business, and I knew if I stayed there working that amount of hours, because I would get there. The last store I managed was in Alton. I'd get there at 6 a.m. We'd open at 7, get there at 6, close at 6 or 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
That gives you no time to work on a side hustle.
Sure.
Because you're exhausted, and you're going to go home, shower, eat, and go to bed, and turn around and go do it again. And I knew if I wanted to start my own business, I needed to free up some time. So I left there, took a sales rep job where I really was a horrible sales rep.
Right.
And that's when I really started working on the carpet cleaning side
Right.
of it, because I was a marketing rep, and one of the things that I was marketing was like this restroom cleaning system.
There we go.
And then I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to clean fucking bathrooms. So I started looking in, how can I do carpet, upholstery, tile and grout cleaning, whatever, because everything I was marketing, I had to sign a non-compete.
Right.
Well, I'm like, I'm not going to clean bathrooms anyway.
Right.
So I had to sign like a 5-year non-compete when I got with them, but that didn't really come into effect anywhere. So I went out and bought my first equipment, bought like a 8x10 cargo trailer, mounted everything in there,
Right.
outgrew it in 3 years, sold it, upgraded to a extended 3/4 ton van with new equipment in there.
So you run a system outside in the trailer, and you just basically just got the vacuum heads inside or whatever.
No, the vacuum's all in the trailer too.
Well, no, but I mean like
you
the,
just run
the
you pull the
shampoo
hose.
head or whatever.
Yeah, so I
You
run
just
in
run a
like
hose.
I run in like a solution hose, like a steam hose,
right.
and then a vacuum hose, and then what it does is it sucks everything back outside. Sorry.
Right.
Okay.
So it's a self-contained system. You don't bring in like a little portable. If I would have went, like the rental little portable electric machines,
Right.
I would have did that for 6 months and said fuck this.
Right.
It's
Oh,
it's just too
yeah.
labor intensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
It's
got to
way
drag them
too-
upstairs. You got to.
Well,
And you're
I
constantly.
because I did it at the Air Force Base
Oh really?
with big versions of the little rental systems.
Yeah. So they make bigger ones too. Yeah. In the
They work good, though.
They do work good if you got a good big one. A good big one.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Anyway,
what she said.
so.
Right.
But the thing is, with those portable machines, you're always constantly filling water, emptying, dumping, filling.
Gotcha.
Like with these big self-contained machines that are mounted in a van or cargo trailer, you can clean for 2 days without even having to refill water sometimes.
nice. Right.
So,
Well, that's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. So, since we're on carpet, before we get into what's becoming a main hustle,
yeah.
so we one wheel inside because it's bitterly cold, and you see these black marks everywhere on the carpet.
Oh, I do. Is those wipeouts?
No, those aren't. Those are burnout marks from. So how do you get burnt rubber?
You don't.
You don't.
No.
So
Well, if it's burnished, the
Like-
fiber,
Oh, it has.
I'm
it's
sure.
terrible. Look at it. You
Yeah.
can see actual tire marks.
it's
all over.
probably
Right.
actually
Over-
melted. It's probably melted the fiber.
Yeah, it has.
yeah. So there's nothing to. I mean, you
No,
couldn't
so-
get it completely clean.
No.
You can get it anywhere.
I could probably get the rubber out, but it's always going to feel like you set like an iron, like you're ironing your clothes on. It melted that fiber down.
Yeah. When we had the Craft and Puro guys on here, they were the master of burning out on the carpet.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Well, we were drunk.
How far did they get?
Skunks. Well, I think there was only like one concussion out of the 2 guys, so that was good. And then they had a blast.
Bourbon Cowboy? Did he
yeah,
get concussed?
Yeah, the Bourbon Cowboy. He you know what though? He didn't quit. He's he's in his 60s, and he was.
He's in his 60s?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, that guy's put together.
Well, he's got Sammy Hagar money, so.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So.
Sammy Hagar lookalike money. Anyway.
Right. So yeah, they were. I'd never seen one burn out like that, because they were still new to us.
Yeah.
And then him and I went off road, and I have a slick tire, and I was just burning out on leaves trying to climb a hill. So it was, but it's scary because now the wheel's spinning faster than it's even supposed to go. And,
Because there's no friction.
yeah, and so like we were trying to climb a pretty steep hill that was covered in leaves, and so he did better because he had a treaded tire, and I was just burning out, so I just carried it up there. So it's nice when you spend, you got $1,000 toy and you got to carry it around, and it's 30 pounds, and it's kind of defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, when I first saw your first video of that, I'm like, man, those are kind of cool. And then I saw the price tag. I'm like, they're not that cool.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
Yeah, they really are.
Are
they?
Yeah.
Dude, you check out
Yeah.
for an hour and a half, man, and then like, so Chuck and I've got, I don't know, like we're getting more experience on it. I won't say we're good or anything,
Yeah.
but when him and I were riding through downtown Alton, dude, I didn't want it to end. Like I was getting so mad and we were really just going up and down Broadway, but it was up and down sidewalks and just carving the city. And we weren't even very good at carving. Like Chuck's a little better at it than I am because he rides to and from work when it's nice out.
Oh, yeah.
And so I can't because I would have to stop like twice to recharge. So
Not if you upgrade that battery.
I know, or just upgrade the whole.
What would you get, about 12 miles, 10 miles?
No, on my battery I get 6 miles.
Oh.
Or no, 8 miles is the
8.
max.
Yeah.
And I've gotten over 7. I've actually, and then Chuck just upgraded his battery, so he's good for 16 miles. So
Are there Bluetooth on those? Or there?
yeah, because they
there?
Bluetooth to your. There's an app on it, and then actually on my sport watch.
Yep. I know.
I have the battery reader on my sport watch now.
Yeah.
So,
For the one wheel?
yeah, for the one wheel.
Is it one wheel specific app?
Yep. Yep. So it's a little widget on the Garmin that I.
It is crazy, the technology and the computer that's in those.
Well, what's
It's
that
crazy.
thing make decision-wise? It's like thousands of decisions in a
Oh
split
yeah,
second.
yeah. Just to keep you level, it has to keep making. It has
Yeah,
to process
it's
a
constantly.
lot of information.
Yeah,
Right.
the biggest trick in the one wheel for me, and I'm not going to speak for everybody, but was just learning to trust the board.
Yep.
That was like, so that thing is literally making thousands of decisions to keep you level. Mm-hmm. You got to make 1,001 to fall off, and you can't.
Wow.
So you just got to trust the board, and then it's figuring out how it behaves. So going forward, going backwards.
It does only take that one bad decision to dump you on your ass. And
Yeah,
hurt,
yeah. No, my knees a little bruised. My hips definitely
bad decision.
bruised. But we're riding up. That's like 6.5, 6 3/4 of a step right there. Mm-hmm. And so we're trying to pop up on that board, ride up to the next level, and then we're riding and dropping down, and that's where all those black marks are from. There is landing the tires.
Yeah, you're stuck with those.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Right on.
Nobody cares.
So no, and eventually when the thousands of debt is paid off, we'll put fucking.
Yeah, it's a floor. You walk on it.
Yeah, so we'll put something else nicer down. So.
So do you use? When I worked at the Air Force Base, when I did it for them, we used a solution called baby powder,
No.
and it made everything smell so much better.
Like baby powder?
Because you would be surprised at how terrible these places
I
are.
would not be surprised. you,
Oh.
you would not believe the places I've been in.
We went into this one, and I had to go in behind.
No, was this
these
on
guys.
base housing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had to go in behind these guys and pull all the baseboard off because it was full of dog hair. The behind the baseboards were literally fur dog hair.
So were you a contractor on base, or were you working for...
I worked for Apex, which was a
So they had a cleaning contract for...
which was a private
at Scott?
contractor. No, they had a maintenance contract.
Oh, okay.
They had a maintenance contract, and that's what in Scott. So
Yeah, there's nothing glamorous about that job. at all.
so the guys, these union contractors, wouldn't pull. Oh, it was such a shitty job, to be honest with you. They wouldn't pull the baseboards off because, well, I'm not pulling the baseboards off to clean them because that's not my job to clean them. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not the cleaning job. The ladies that clean, the little Asian ladies that cleaned, it's not their job to pull the baseboards off.
No.
So they spent like 3 days going back and forth about pulling these baseboards off. And finally, I was standing there because my job at the time was just being bored. And finally, I was standing there and went, I'll go pull the baseboards off. It's why? What's the big deal about pulling these fucking baseboards off?
So then what?
I went and pulled the baseboards off,
Oh.
and the cleaning ladies came in behind me and cleaned it.
Okay.
And then the maintenance guys had to go back in and put all new baseboard up.
God damn.
But I was like, why? What is the big deal with pulling the baseboards off?
Well, in the Air
'Cause
Force,
it's not our job to clean them, and then it's not our job to shut up, just do it.
the Air Force has a ridiculous budget anyway.
It's right. Well, that's the thing. No, that's not what it was. They were union, and when you've been in the union that long,
Oh yeah.
that's not my job. I'm not doing it.
No,
you don't pay me. You don't. My $32 an hour doesn't cover pulling baseboards off to be cleaned.
Well, that's what's crazy is that if you're a drywaller, the way the unions work, if you're a drywaller and just hanging drywall, you're not allowed to carry that piece of drywall to where it needs to be. You have to have a laborer carry that drywall for you, and then you can install it.
I like
That's-
that.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm a
After carrying
finisher,
all that drywall the other day, you like,
If you're not carrying drywall and you don't have to carry it, I guess
dude,
you're right.
my fingers still hurt from that. It's insane. That's the only thing that really hurts is the fingers. All the muscles are recovered. So
it was just a ridiculous job, Brad. It's
Yeah.
so. How I got to be the board guy that got to do nothing was I hired on to clean carpets because the dude cleaning carpets had too many carpets to clean. He wasn't getting jobs done. He needed help. He needed help, so they hired me. So I actually worked instead of playing Tecmo Bowl on my little pocket football game all day, like he did, which is what he did. That's what he did all day. He cleaned one apartment a day, apartment a day, and so
God.
I was cleaning too. So he got mad. He gets mad, and he goes, "Well, I don't have any carpets to clean," and so they go, and he goes, "Well, I don't like buffing floors. He can buff floors." And of course, he's higher up than I am. You know
Because
what I
he's
mean?
got
Right? He's got
seniority.
seniority. So they put me on buffing floors. So now I'm buffing 2 floors a day because I'm working. I'm not. I didn't show up.
Sure.
I can do that at home. I could just stay at home. I wouldn't have got paid for it, but you know what I mean. And so, so he goes into that lasts for about 3 weeks. He goes into the office and he goes, "Well, I like at least having 1 floor a week to buff, and now I don't have any." And again, he's got seniority, so now I don't get to buff floors no more. I was literally handed keys to a van, told by my boss, "Go hide,
Oh yeah.
go hide." And that's what I did all day. I found someplace to hide. I got in trouble one time. I was driving back in the old housing where nobody was working, and they were just waiting. They were maintained. They had to maintain them
Yeah.
before they got torn down. You know what I mean? But,
Oh, did they still have those old apartments and stuff that were abandoned there?
Yep.
See, we used to.
the ones with the carports on each side.
Yeah.
Yep.
We used to. Are they still there? Or are they torn
I don't
down?
know if they're still there
See,
now.
we used to when I was in
This
the
was
National
2002.
Guard and Reserves. We used to go down there and do like an urban warfare type situation in an abandoned
This was
area.
2002. So, but I was driving through there one time because that's where I would go hide, right? Because
Yeah.
nobody ever went over there.
Sure.
I would go over there and hide. And I was driving through there one time, and I seen trees growing out of a gutter, right? And so I went back to the shop, got a ladder, went back out, put the ladder up. I cleaned the gutter out. I got yelled at for cleaning the gutter out.
that's somebody else's job.
It's not my job.
Somebody else's ladder.
I got yelled at. I got yelled at for cleaning that gutter out. I got in trouble.
And that's the difference, I think, too, by being, when you're self-employed. I just did some work for Pierre Marquette State Park a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. Cleaned all the outlying cabins there, right?
That has not made a single noise for 3 days.
I know.
What was that?
It knows we're
Was that the
recording.
Golden Sea?
Yeah.
Yeah. It hasn't made a sound for 3 days.
I'll go turn it down.
We used to do a lot of work at Pierre Marquette. Now it's kind of sporadic. You never know when they're going to hire you. But I cleaned all 22 cabins in 2 days. And people are like, "You did all of those in 2 days?" I'm like, "Well, hell yeah. I got other shit to do.
Yeah, I work.
I could spend 2 weeks doing them, but I got other shit to do."
So this guy screwed himself so bad because it ended up I was the one that didn't have work, and I went in. So I also got the job mowing the lawns over in Jefferson's because there's 4 properties over in Jefferson Barracks that we took care of,
Oh, okay.
and I got the job mowing those lawns. It's 4 hours worth of work. So the first day I went over and I mowed them lawns, and I come back, and my boss goes, "Why are you back?" I'm done. And he goes, no, that's a 2-day job. And I go, no, it's a 4-hour job when somebody works. And he looks at me and he goes, no, it's a 2-day job. And he goes, you need to not come back. And I go, and I looked at him and I was mad and I said, what do you want me to do? I'm not going to hang out over there all day and then drive over here, clock out, and then go home. Come back over here, clock back in, and then go back over there and do what? Do what? I'm not doing it.
Count
I said,
headstones.
this is done. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
he goes, well, just go over there, do your job, and go home. I'll clock you out that night, and I'll clock you back in the next day. And then come in Friday and get your check and clock out. So I literally went and did 4 hours worth of work every week.
Yeah.
Every week. And then I went home.
Oh yeah, man. That'd been that's like.
And they paid me almost $14 an hour to do it.
Oh yeah, like when I was working for that second company before I started doing my own thing, I would go out and sell their product, but I'd sell my shit too.
Yeah.
At the same time. So what I was doing was I would sell their product and I would sandbag and have this huge amount of sales that I wouldn't turn in. I would always turn in the minimum amount that I needed to.
Okay.
So I'd sandbag all these sales, and if I was meeting my minimum quota, nobody'd say anything.
Right.
So I had all these sales back in my book paperwork, and I'd just turn in the minimum amount I needed every week, and then the rest of the week I'd go out and sell my own shit.
Ah.
You see?
Yeah.
So I started working on that side hustle then, and then, which was great because, I was using,
Their card, their gas.
well, it was my car, but I had a car allowance and
Right.
shit like
Yeah.
that. So,
Right.
but if I was making their quota, they didn't care.
That's like getting paid to market your own product.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's how I first got started because I sold all this. When I first started, you have to have a lot of commercial work. So office buildings, bowling alleys, hotels, whatever.
Right.
Because that commercial work's what's going to get you through building your residential work.
Sure.
Residential work takes a long time. But now I have maybe 5% commercial work and everything else is residential.
What do you?
See, I would have stayed commercial.
Yeah, what would you
I
rather
would've
do?
stayed.
Oh, residential for sure.
Really?
No
Aren't
night.
they pickier?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, you do a great job. So no problems there.
1 or 2% of the entire population is just pure assholes anyway.
So how many of these residential customers?
It's me.
Yeah. How many of these residential customers just like to see you in a medium shirt when you?
Hell, I don't
mean-
care as long as they're paying me. They can see me in any fucking shirt they want. But I kind of let a lot of my commercial work go over the last 3 or 4 years because one, I did work weekends, but not many. I said when I started doing this, I'm not going to work a lot of weekends.
Right. Kids are
But
young.
and I was working a ton of nights though, So now it's kind of, I go out and clean 3 houses max a day
Right.
and go home and do my other thing.
Right. So during COVID, were you busier or slower?
2021 was great. It was a
Okay.
good year.
Right.
2020 was
Terrible.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was shit. I mean, we were down like 40, 50%
Holy
probably.
cow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Well, because everybody's scared to have you in their house.
Right.
But the commercial side picked up. So you picked up like movie theaters that were shut down for a year.
Right. Is that why the floor's not sticky at Eastgate anymore?
That's right.
No.
And you don't have 2 gallons of soda in each seat.
Right.
Do
you do the seats too? Like
Oh,
when
yeah.
you do a theater?
upholstery
Did
seats.
you do the whole thing?
Yeah.
So you didn't.
So you walk into a movie theater that's got 800 seats,
Right.
chairs upholstered. It's like, oh my god,
How long does that take?
a while.
Yeah. Like a couple days?
Several, depending.
Yeah.
One movie theater had a ton, like several hundred. And we had it down to where I knew I could do 10 to 12 an hour.
What? Chairs?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So do the math.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 to 12 an hour, and that's hustling.
I like that you didn't. I didn't see any marketing from you and jumping on the bandwagon of I'll come sanitize your business and all that.
No, that's
I
all
know.
bullshit.
I know it is, but I was proud to see that you didn't, do that. You just. It's like I do this. What
Yeah.
comes out.
Sure.
But you didn't market that. You didn't spin it to where you didn't get greedy with.
Now, I made like one post, because that carpet machine I have heat water to 240.
Right.
It's going to pretty much kill anything that's in that carpet.
Right,
You're way past boiling.
Right.
But there were people that went after that market because you're just going to take advantage of that. But then I will admit I went online because they sell these aerosol type foggers, anti-COVID foggers that you can buy and just pop them off in somebody's house and say, all right, you're COVID free.
Right.
But you couldn't.
Here's all these chemicals, but you're COVID free.
You couldn't get them.
Right.
You couldn't get them because they were sold out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Somebody bought tractor trailers of them.
Well, sure.
And did that. So.
Yeah, smart man.
But 2020 was weird because I could have 15 jobs on the books going into a Monday,
Right.
and some weeks I was lucky if I completed half of them
Oh wow.
because one day I was walking out the door on a Wednesday, all 3 jobs canceled at once. We have to quarantine, we have to stay at home, we gotta blah blah blah, whatever. So that's when you start working on other shit.
Right.
And that's what I did. So that's where the whole tattoo line came from, is just having a shit ton of free time to work on stuff.
Right.
Now it's completely opposite. Now I don't have enough time.
Right.
So it's kind of burning that candle at both
Yeah,
ends.
you're saying earlier before we started that what were you doing last night? Just because you make, so let's get into beard products, because you own Patriot Beard Supply,
Yeah.
and then you started with that, making your own.
I started doing that.
So you're not rebranding some garbage from somebody else. You actually are making it.
Yeah, we make, pour, label, package, all of this stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
All handcrafted. You make
Handcrafted.
You have an aluminum forge. And
No, I don't
and
have- we haven't gone that far. No.
You make these as well.
It's a stamp.
What's that? This
The
container?
aluminum, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It's stamped.
You don't. I really don't think some guy is just blacksmithing this for him.
That'd be an expensive container.
I'm gonna need that container back.
I mean, they're expensive enough as it
Oh,
is.
sure they are.
The packaging of all of this is fucking. It's expensive.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
in everything.
It's expensive. That's the packaging cost me more than what's in it.
Right. Well, cigars are
So-
not that dramatic, but cigars are, in this state, of course, we have a little bit higher tax than some, but the box is $10. So
Sure.
I spent, on this last order, I spent $2,000 on boxes.
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Can I have that box?" And I'm like, "Oh, bro." Like, I don't have a use for it again, but I kind of don't want to. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's only $10, But if you buy a box of cigars, then obviously go for it. But it's like we get down to the last one. But and our expense comes from import fees from just customs shipping.
Sure.
So it's like we have to get it into the U.S. and then get it to the Midwest. So it's like that's where a lot of our expense comes from, and our who rolls it.
And that's the thing. Like when you're making your own products, nobody knows really what goes into it.
Right.
Until you start doing this shit on a huge scale. Like when I order lip balm tubes,
Right.
I order 10,000 of them at a time.
Which I have.
So you're on a scale. Like I just ordered 1,000 tubs, 4-ounce tubs that we put our tattoo glide in.
Right.
So you're buying this stuff on such a huge scale, and when you're talking to people, they don't know really what goes into this,
Right.
especially when you're making everything yourself.
And then what's one? I know what these cost,
Mm-hmm.
what we charge for them here at the shop.
Yeah.
But what does the tattoo stuff? So we don't sell any of the tattoo things.
Like the artist products that we make, the 4-ounce tubs, like $16.
Okay.
We got 2 versions of that, and we just came out with our CBD version of it, like it's 22.
Right.
I was kind of skeptical about doing a CBD version until I actually saw it work.
Right. Right on.
And it's legit.
Nice.
CBD is legit, and if you're gonna use it, it's more or less a lubricant
Right.
that helps that needle
Right.
break that threshold of the skin.
Okay.
Yeah, it just makes the machine run smoother.
Nice.
Versus not using any type of lubricant. I mean, you can use Vaseline, you can use A&D ointment. Natural products, you can pack a little more ink in it,
Right.
and you get a little bit more vibrant color. Healing's a lot faster.
Okay.
But the CBD version, I started pricing CBD pure CBD, like crystallized, pure. So in my shop, I got all these kilos of CBD sitting around in lidocaine, the same thing. Lidocaine's like a white powder,
Right.
And I'm sure, like if any of the old ladies in my neighborhood,
Right.
that boy's got that CBD in there, and then they'll turn you into the sheriff. Then the sheriff shows up, hey, is it in Calhoun County?
Right.
Hey, is it true that you got some of that CBD in there, boy? So... but the CBD does work. It's great.
He got his shirt up and he's rubbing his belly button.
Yeah, right. The neighbors down the street said you got CBD.
You got about a kilos.
I got kilos of it in there.
That's funny.
So we dropped a CBD product, and it's actually working really well.
Nice.
And that's another thing too. Like our competitor CBD products are.
Wait till he busts you for that lidocaine. He dips his finger in there.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna do the same thing. You're going to prison, buddy.
Right.
You're gone.
It's a white powder. It makes your mouth numb.
Numbs you up.
Yeah.
Your heart,
You're
gone.
your heart stops working.
They're probably raiding you right now.
You're probably right. They're kicking in the door
Right.
as we speak. But when we started the tattoo line, I wanted to make something affordable.
Right.
The CBD line, from what I was seeing from our competitors, was anywhere from the same size tub, roughly $35 to $50 a tub.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You're putting $2 of CBD in there and you're tripling your price.
All right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. So the last thing you want to do, especially in the tattoo industry, because it's a growing industry.
Right.
It is growing, because you go into a tattoo shop now, you used to see maybe one apprentice, in there. You go into some of these shops now, there's 3, 4, 5 apprentices training.
Right.
So it's gonna, I think in the last 10 years it's gonna get massive.
So my tattoo guy, he just spits on my hand.
Does he?
Yeah.
Get you a little self lube.
Yeah. So that's not the way.
Well, you can.
Mine always used Crisco. We were in the kitchen anyway.
Right. Yeah. I'm at the
Doing it?
kitchen table. So
Right.
he just sprays it down with some Pam and then goes to work.
You can do that. I mean, you could do that.
Right. I haven't had one in so long. I kind of miss it.
And when we started doing this, and going to all these conventions, and I've been doing the convention thing for about 3 or 4 years now, it's a different world.
Right.
It's an absolutely different world. The industry's growing. These new young artists that are already good at art already
Right.
are just doing phenomenal stuff now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing photorealistic stuff that, like that gorilla there.
Right.
You could put that on somebody's skin
Right.
if you got the right artist, and it's going to look legit.
Yeah. No.
But at the same time, that industry is still very intimate, meaning you don't want to come in there and rub people the wrong way,
Right.
because everybody will know. Even though it's a huge industry, everybody is connected somehow.
So
it's crazy.
So do you, like, if you're a new artist, you just come in and scream, "I'm the best," and then
A new artist?
Yeah.
What, to get it like a sponsorship or something?
just scream, "I'm the best."
Well, it's
Like,
a very loyalty-driven.
Oh, extremely loyalty-driven.
I mean, people have one tattoo guy,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then when that tattoo guy gets addicted to heroin, they just don't get tattoos no more.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah, it's extremely loyal. Like, there's a guy over in St. Louis that does a couple conventions that we were doing, Tattoo the Lou and the St. Louis Classic. And he has a shop called Tattoo the Lou Studio. And I talked to him. I said, "Hey, you want to try a product?" And he is. He's like, "Man, I'm friends with this guy who owns this company." And you got to respect the loyalty
Sure.
things. He
Yeah.
says, it's not that I won't in a few years maybe or switch over, but he's like, I don't have any reason to, and that's the thing. So
Yeah, fair enough.
And you got to respect that. You can't be butthurt that somebody doesn't want to use your product.
So you're still a shitty outside salesperson, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, but
that's what it sounds like to me.
But I'm not a car salesman.
Right.
Are
you jabbing at us?
Right.
That's good. I didn't think about that.
Are you fucking jabbing us right now?
But I'm not a car salesman. No, I wasn't jabbing at you at all. That's just the way it came out. But yeah, it's all relationship building. It's like anything, coming in here.
Right.
Whether I'm doing carpet, beards, whatever, and, there's sometimes, like, especially in the carpet industry, where I fire customers. You know,
I used to do that when I mow grass. I ain't mowing your grass no more.
yeah,
So,
I fire customers, man. And I think at the end of the day, you have to be willing to get rid of someone. I used to have a 3-strike rule. Now I went to a 2-strike rule.
As you get older, the strikes get less and less.
Yeah. Like last year, and most of my problems in that industry and carpet comes from the 20 to early 30-year-old generation.
Right.
You know, either they want it right now.
Right.
Want it right now, that instant gratification.
Sure.
And you tell them, or if you don't even, if they message you on like one of the social apps, hey, I need the carpet clean, whatever, you don't message them back within 10 minutes, they'll find somebody else, even though 5 of their friends said, use this guy.
Right.
There's no patience. They want that instant gratification. But
These
People
kids these
suck.
days.
people suck.
they do
it's not
suck.
it's not mowing grass, dude. The old ladies were the freaking worst. They were the worst.
No? Yeah?
now, see, old ladies for me in
were
my
the
industry
worst.
are great.
That's because you wear a medium.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
That chick's rubbing one out while you're
Because
doing
they're
it.
staring at your tits.
Yeah.
we,
You go in there with a V-neck, and they're all about it.
yeah. But I had a guy like schedule an air duct cleaning.
Right.
All right, I got your date, blah, blah, blah. I always message everybody the day before. Hey, I'll be there tomorrow. I need to cancel. Can't get another date. I'm like, fuck. All right.
Strike one.
Strike one.
Right.
I book him intentionally. I'm getting new flooring replaced. Give me a new date. So I intentionally book him 2 months out. That's the soonest you can get here? Yeah, as soon as I can get here.
Right.
2 months comes and goes. Message him. Be there tomorrow. I got to cancel. So then I literally, this is through text. I said, listen, bud, you've already cost me several $100s. I cannot possibly fill that 3 to 4 hour time slot I had for you
In one day.
overnight.
Right.
Nobody's going to be ready.
Right.
So I said, he gave some fucking excuse, but whatever it was. It was his flooring still, I think.
Right.
So I said, okay, here's your new price.
Well, his flooring didn't get done because he had to cancel.
Well, I said, here's your new price. Well, why is it more?
Because
Because
you just cost me.
you've already cost me several $100s. I cannot possibly. Time is so fucking valuable.
Yeah.
It is. The older you get, the more valuable it becomes.
Right.
And you start realizing that. So I give him a new price, higher,
Right.
and give him a new date.
Right.
Don't write it in my book. I don't write it down. I fucking send that information in my brain to the recycle bin.
Right.
I'm done with this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Month passes. Get a text. I guess you weren't going to be here 2 days ago. And I'm looking at this text. Sorry.
Good job,
Equipment. Sorry, roadie.
Good job.
The roadie's going to come off. I'm looking at this text. I'm like, nothing. I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I start looking in my book, and I'm like, I didn't have this guy's. And then I had to go back to my recycling bin. I'm like, oh, that was this dude. And so
How do you respond?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't. No response is a response,
You
right?
ghosted him.
Yeah, fuck yeah, because I'm like, I'm not allowing you to do this again.
Right.
I'm just not doing it. So find somebody else. Bitch about me all you want, whatever. I think as small business owners, you cannot allow yourself to be taken advantage of like that so many times. You know,
And then you learn that as you go too.
you do. You do.
Right,
And,
you know.
when you first start off, you'll do anything for a customer.
Right.
Anything. But the longer you're in an industry and you're established, it's like,
And it's not that
don't
you're
need to
not
do that.
doing something for the customer.
Yeah.
That if that customer's a good customer, they'll respect the boundaries.
oh, for sure.
And that's where it comes. It's not like you're saying no, fuck off. I'm not bending over for you. It's more, like for us, like I'm scheduling a ladies' night up at the cigar shop, and so it's like these are our busy days. So if you want, let's do it on a non-busy day.
Yeah.
Which I know Steve would be excited if there was a bunch of women in here smoking cigars, but I don't know if I want to see him that excited. So.
No.
So it's like I used to do these any day of the week, any hour. I didn't care, and it's like, no, I have a wonderful home life that I'd like to,
Sure.
and you got to check out sometimes because no matter, even though I love this industry and I love this business, you
I
still
do that
get
here.
You still get burnt. Yeah, I know you're checked out all the time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I love
While I'm
what
here.
I do for a living.
Yeah,
I do.
The carpets too?
See,
The carpets is okay. I like it. I don't love it. I do love. I love the tattoo industry.
Right.
I just love the people
Right.
in that industry, and the carpet thing is just the thing I do 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and
Right.
it pays the bills. It's a good industry, but it's a physically it'll wear your ass out industry.
sure.
see, I was the same way with mowing grass.
Yeah.
I like mowing grass.
Yeah.
You gotta put my headphones in, get on
Yeah.
top of the lawnmower.
Oh, sure.
It's just me and in a loud machine,
Yeah.
and it's effortless.
Fuck yeah.
And I've been doing it since I was 17. So mowing, striping a yard is it's second nature. It's not hard.
And it's therapeutic, right?
Right.
It is for me, mowing grass.
It is.
Yeah.
So
Making it look nice.
And then you get like I said, these old ladies. Oh well, you didn't blow all the grass off my. Well, I did blow all the grass off, but it was windy that day, so naturally, or you get this neighbor that comes out. Well, you blew all your mower's covered in this. You're covered in these the white puffy flower things.
Oh yeah.
You're covered in them. The mower's covered in them. She's like, I pay a lot of money to have this weeded so that I don't have the problems. And you're just spreading that stuff all over my yard. And it's like, I told one lady one time, I go, you know what you need to do? You need to go in your house and you need to pray. Because I can't do nothing about this. You need to ask God about it. This is not, this is, because it had been like the third time she'd been out complaining to me about it. And I was like, there's nothing, look at me. I can't do anything to stop this. I go, that's why you're paying the weed. And I said, you think this is only coming from me anyway?
Right. You don't think the wind blows it naturally?
Right. You're paying a service to stop it.
Yeah.
And you were paying that service before I came along anyway. And then the other one was the other one that killed it for me was you'd get these ladies that would go out and they would they'd pay these weed and feed services. These overnighters, man. These guys that just,
spread
kind of like me, mowing grass, but they've got chemicals for weed and feed. And they're not going to turn you down.
No.
That's money.
Right.
And while it's pouring down rain for 3 months, they've still got a guy coming out every week. So when you get there,
man, you're on a schedule.
That shit's knee deep. It's like I can't. And then what do? You can't mow that and make. I don't care how many. You're not going to spend 3 hours mowing.
Right.
A half an hour job to make it look, because now it's not worth the $25-$30 you charge.
It's crazy what people will pay for landscaping and just yard maintenance. Absolutely crazy. But good for those guys. I mean, fuck.
And see, I wasn't even doing that. I was charging most yards. I charged $25 and then I only took enough jobs to pay me what I wanted for the week because I enjoy my free time. I like my free time, and I didn't want to do. You know what I mean? And I enjoyed mowing, and I didn't want to burn myself out. But the people burnt me out.
And that's the thing, and that's the good thing. Like when I'm in the carpet industry and I can transition over to beard and tattoo, it gives me a mental break from that bullshit.
Sure.
And it goes back and forth. Would I be the one thing that kept me in the floor care industry so long is every day's different.
Really?
Every day is different. I get bored so damn. If I had to go to an office or like working at Pure Marquette after 5 or 6 days,
right.
I'm tired of seeing Pure Marquette.
Right.
I'm really sick of it. That's why I don't take on a lot of big commercial jobs anymore. But like you said, the customers complaining. I had this old lady once, cleaned her carpet, called me back next day. I'm not happy with what you did. All right, hey, you know what? I'll come back in and go over it again.
Right.
No problem. And I did. Went back and did it again. 3 years later, same thing. Did it, job for her again. And I was leaving, and I said, there's no way she's going to call me. There's no way. Right. And guess what? 2 days later, got that call. Hey, I'm just really not happy with what you did. All right, I'll come back out again. Strike 2.
Right.
A few years later again, I go back out, and I said, this
customer
is going to call me.
Wonderful lady.
Yeah.
Again, I guarantee it, and she did.
Right.
And I said, you know what, ma'am? I'm going to send your money back to you. And she was just like, well, why? And I said, I'm just going to send it back to you because I said, this is the third time I've done work for you, and it's the third time you called me back to go over your carpet again that looked exactly the same as it did the first time I cleaned it. So I'm going to send your check back to you. I'm going to give you your money back. Well, why would you send my money back? Because I said, if I don't,
this never stops.
But I said, if I don't send my money back to you and you find someone else, if I keep your money, then that gives you permission to say bad shit about me.
Right.
and bitch about me. This way, that cleaning was free. So I gave them. I do that. I will give you their money back because at the end of the day,
In that case, let's book an appointment.
you want to
Right.
and just
Right.
call me back in 2 days.
Hey, buddy, there's still rubber all over the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
What do we pay
All
you
that
for?
rubber.
All this burnt rubber.
But I love what I do. I mean, I think it's more. It's the freedom thing.
Yeah.
It's the freedom. You know, you don't have the paid vacation. You don't have the health insurance. I haven't had health insurance in 7 to 10 years. I don't have to ask some dickhead sitting in a corner office if I can take vacation in a month.
Right.
I don't have to ask permission to go to lunch.
Right.
I don't,
Right.
I can do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
And there's a price for everything.
Sure.
But,
For me, it was not wanting to get out of bed before 9 o'clock.
well, that too, you know.
Because I can show up and mow grass at 10. They don't know I just got out of bed.
No,
15
who wants to
minutes
mow
ago.
freaking wet ass grass at 8 a.m.?
Right.
Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know I got out of bed 15 minutes ago.
Sure.
I was on another job.
So that's what, I don't know. It's just the freedom of being self-employed, man. And I will never go back to working for anyone unless.
I've been in this in this building since 2011, late 2011, and I'm surprised I'm not bored as shit. And he keeps it. Like, he's responsible for every terrible decision that we just keep chasing.
Except the golden tee. I'm not responsible for that one.
No, that was me.
100%.
Yeah, I love that thing. I scored under on 18 holes this morning.
And how much money's been lost in that golden tee machine?
You know, we appreciate the
'Cause-
tips at AP Cigar because they go straight into
do.
they go straight into the golden
I'm
tee.
buying around.
I've not played it in a week. I've not played
Really?
it in a week. It makes me mad.
You want to see something hilarious? Just watch him play that. Oh, he swears that thing.
I've only played Golden Tee once and I hated it.
Yeah,
It's fun to play, but it's just you get so far in and you're doing good, and the next thing you know, you're putting in, it goes off this way, and it goes off this way, and it goes off this way. and
Now,
then
would you
you're at
ever
stroke limit.
would you
You're
ever
like,
actually go
"Oh."
out and play a round of golf?
You know, I have a set of clubs, and I played once last year with some folks here at the cigar shop, and it was for Riverbend Growth Association.
Oh,
So
okay.
you know, it was a little fundraiser for them, and it was probably the hottest I've ever spent. You know, it was just ridiculous temperature. You know, the point of going out and golfing with your buddies is drink some beer and
Yeah.
watch somebody fall in a lake. You know, whatever. You know, just jacking around and, you know, maybe get a few good shots in, right? It was so hot I couldn't drink one beer.
Oh, that's miserable.
Yeah, I was drink 2 bottles of water this size, and then the third bottle of water I would do the electrolyte packet in it because we were just sweating so crazy. And it was I didn't see anybody smile anywhere.
Just
Dude,
everybody's
everybody was
miserable.
I was like hoping for an earlier start. I think the heat index that day was like 100 and something degrees. Like it was terrible. I do like to play. I like to play alone. I like to play, in the first thing in the morning. I like to see my ball disturb the dew in the morning.
Oh yeah, cross the green.
Yeah, you know, so it's and I like to walk. I like to walk 9 holes and hit the ball, and there's just something to that. You know, it's just peaceful. You're out in nature. There's still deer out there.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it's all manicured. It's beautiful, you know. So I do enjoy everything except for the actual scorekeeping and golfing part. I like
That's
walking.
You just like being there.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
that's the end of walking each hole.
I know.
This
so
year.
yeah, so like now I got this one wheel, and you know, it's like I just want to, you know, I'll go down to the store and get donuts for the house or something on the one wheel, you know, or I'm telling you that is, you know, you're outside and you're challenging yourself, you're going faster, you're going up and down things, you know. So like we're hopping off this curb because, you know, when eventually you're going to be on a sidewalk that doesn't have a ramp, so you got to know how to hop off that curb. So, you know, or you're going to eat it and break your collarbone.
Oh yeah.
So
It's the most common injury.
Yeah.
On those.
Yeah.
I've seen the videos.
yeah, mine's actually named broken collarbone.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It was.
Nice.
Yeah, it's literally named. Yeah, when I pull it up on my app, it says broken collarbone. So I figured if I named it that, it won't give it to me.
It's a premonition now.
No, it's not a premonition. I'm not manifesting a broken collarbone. I'm just saying it's already there. So I don't.
Should
need
you
it.
get one of them little bells to keep the demons away?
Oh, I should,
Ah.
but you can't buy your own bell.
Right.
Yeah, somebody's got to buy it for you. Yep. So, maybe I'll take it to the bike blessing this year. Just ride into. Yeah.
I tell you what's crazy.
Thousand
I've been watching them EUCs.
Oh yeah, those
Guys are nuts.
the big unicycles. I don't
Those
know.
guys are out of their freaking minds.
So it's the tall wheel,
Yeah.
and your feet are this way, kind of like a hoverboard. So it's a tall, narrow wheel, and the paddles fold up, and you grab it by the handle. It's very much a transportation vehicle, so you can take it into the office and blah blah blah, right? So big cities, hipster shit.
Yeah. So it's like that, only it's.
Sort of.
Are you straddling over
Yeah,
the
you're
wheel
straddling it.
like
Yeah.
forward, though,
Right,
not
right.
side?
So and these things do 50, 60. Is that
Yeah.
the fastest so far?
Most of them I've been seeing are like 45.
45.
That's still insane.
You're going to die on that.
And the way you lean on that, so this is
dude.
on the one wheel you tilt the board. You don't lean it with weight. You tilt the board.
Okay.
So I can go super fast with just my finger pressure.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
but this is you lean it. So you are head first, flying down the road, and these dudes wear like full on Kevlar suits.
Right.
And some of them, there's one
They're
on
insane.
One, yeah, and so there's a guy in Alton. That's what he rides. The guy that dresses up like Darth Vader, and he carries a bow staff.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and so Ginger sees him crossing the Clark Bridge. Like, where are you going to get gas? Like, he's just out for a cruise. He's doing 50 miles an hour on a bridge. So if you hit something, not like they clean the bridge a whole lot.
Right.
You hit something and get ejected, you better not swim after you fall 60 feet.
Oh, man.
Well, you're not gonna swim anyway.
You might
Doesn't
swim.
matter.
Man, that's.
I was watching videos of them going up downstairs.
No, no.
Well, how big's the wheel? How big's the wheel?
It's
Is it-
tall. Is it probably like an 18-inch? I mean, it's pretty tall. It comes to
I
about.
don't think it's 18.
It
yeah,
comes
it might
to,
be about 18.
Is there a
Yeah.
fender over it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing's kind of encased. So only the
okay.
bottom part is. So you actually put your I guess your calves, your knees are close to the
Yep.
top of it.
You're squeezing it. The
Yeah,
whole
you're
time.
squeezing it,
Okay.
and then you just lean. And the guy that runs around downtown Alton, it's like you're sitting outside, you're having a cocktail or 10, and then all of a sudden the guy plays like music from Star Wars, and then comes
The
by.
Empire Death March.
Yeah, he does, and he just comes like floating by, and you're like, "Well, I'm really drunk, dude. I don't know what's going on right now." That dude, and he'll wear like a flowy coat, So
You imagine that get wrapped up in there?
No, I don't
can
think
it?
I don't
No?
think you can because
Oh.
it's the wheel's covered so much.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but and everybody that's local that that goes out sees this dude just coming by, and I never see him stop. I never see him talk to anybody. He's got a full face helmet on. I don't know what he looks like. It could be you. This
not
dude
me.
just, and then he just goes through. He's got a bow staff.
Well, we know it's not you. He's wearing the proper size clothing.
Right? Yeah. He had-
Oversized clothing.
Yeah, I said a flowy coat, not
Right.
not a strangling coat.
Not skin tight.
Right. So yeah, but that dude is he's the only one I think that has one around at least that I've seen. But just to see him crossing the bridge, which we watched
insane.
the one videos, those dudes are in traffic,
We
crossing a bridge, going in and out.
even splitting lanes.
That's
oh yeah.
crazy.
Oh, they're
Insane.
Yeah, they're nuts.
It's insane.
So these are more therapeutic to where that one.
Just cruising around.
Yeah, it is. So
Right.
you're just carving the streets like you'd carve, fresh powder coming down a mountain. That's literally all it is. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a blast. I every day I'm like, man, I want to go one wheel.
Oh, that is a treaded tire.
But it's 20 degrees outside, so
45 today.
that's still too cold.
Yeah, I might take a early day and put some pants on. I'm wearing
Still
shorts.
too cold.
Yeah, I'm wearing shorts. I wore tight shorts because you're coming in. I didn't know.
That's
Right.
all right, man.
I didn't have
Trying to match.
Yeah, I didn't have a tight unrolled shirt.
No?
So
Oh, that sucks.
yeah.
I've got a pawn shop shirt that's too small.
Oh yeah.
I think I got gas or something all over me in the back one day,
Right.
and I just come in and grab a pawn shop shirt.
Right.
Just it was dry.
Right.
And so I've got one that's really, really too small for me.
Can't believe you didn't wear it.
And I was gonna wear it, but then I was like, no, I'm not.
I was having this conversation with Ginger this morning.
Well, here's the thing. It would just been embarrassing because I'm nowhere near your size.
Right.
So it would have just been like,
Right.
what the fuck is this? This dude just got the wrong shirt on.
Posting up in here.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, where's that? My mobile accessory shirt is small, and so I normally don't wear it out in public because it's too small. So nobody wants to see my side boob. So so I was like, man, I should wear that shirt, and then it wasn't.
Nobody wants to see Brad's either, but we get that pleasure.
Right, we
all
do
summer long.
all summer long. At least you wear sleeves. That's nice of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like accepting. I haven't accepted sweaty money in so many. Well, since pawn shop closed. Yeah.
Just wetting bills.
Yeah, dude.
Sweaty titty money.
Yeah, they just pull it up, get into the bank, and pull out some cash, and you're like, man, I need the money, but
Really peeling them apart.
yeah,
That's what the whole COVID thing did to me. I can't stand touching money no more.
No,
I can't.
really?
yeah. He's
I can't.
So I was putting $1 in there. I got from the register, right? So I cashed in some money. I was putting dollars in there when I was playing Jeff last week.
Yeah.
And this dollar was rolled so tight, like it was just not. It wasn't rolled in the drawer,
Oh.
but it was rolled at one point, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I know what this was for, And I'm like, so now I'm over there like scraping it, It's like the guy that comes and collects the money, I'm sure he's not testing it, but it's like it just had a nice crease at the end.
Sure.
Like I know what was going on here, and I was like, oh, it's funny. Money is the grossest thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
for sure.
So is.
Yeah, and this whole thing, it just made me realize how disgusting
Yeah.
the money, that cash actually is.
I mean,
Oh, it is.
You get a
But-
bill that's printed in '85,
Yeah,
so
it's
you're
gross.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
you're 30 years of.
That's been used for the cocaine.
Yeah.
That's been used
Oh,
for.
man.
That's been in a stripper's G-string.
Oh.
That's
Or
been in
somewhere else.
several strippers' G-strings
Yeah.
probably. That's been in.
That's why I like $2 bills. Nobody messes.
They're
with
always
those.
crisp.
They're
They're always
nice,
crisp,
dude.
man. Everybody saves them and they
Yeah,
don't.
it doesn't get circulated as much,
No.
man. They're nice. They're cool looking because they're different. Their print's always prettier. Yeah, I have a stack of them in the safe. I like to.
I wonder if that machine will take one.
I don't want to try it. I don't know. But somebody bought cigars with $2 bills like after Christmas.
It was.
Somebody got them for
I
Christmas.
think it was Jay.
Jay.
I think so.
He probably hands them out. Like that's some shit my grandpa would do. Hand out
Yeah.
$2
Here's
bills.
your $2 bill.
Yeah. Well, dude,
You're
he's
like, yeah.
born in 1900. He's like, here's your two, and I'm like, holy shit. Oddly enough, that's all I give out at the pawn shop too.
The $2 bills were cool though.
Yeah, I have. I don't know what denomination it is, but I got money from Hawaii, and it's ink stamped Hawaii on the back.
Really?
So during the Japanese invasion, all U.S. currency was pulled out of Hawaii, and then they pumped in the equal amount, and all the bills were stamped Hawaii, and that way, if the Japanese occupied Hawaii, that they couldn't take that money and fuck with our economy. So it's kind of cool. It's the only one I've ever seen. I still have it somewhere.
And now you can take dollars over there and spend them.
To Hawaii or Japan?
Japan.
Yeah, dude.
Anywhere. Mexico.
Well, definitely Mexico.
Anywhere.
Shit.
You can take it.
Everybody wants our worthless paper.
Right. It's
it
made
anywhere.
of cotton though. It's got cotton in it. Dude, you can't find a piece of paper from 1985 that's worth a shit, but yet a dollar bill that's been in some, every dick beater's hand. I mean,
I don't know.
it's
Whatever,
crazy.
whatever
How
they
many-
make,
how
whatever
many-
they make Bibles out of, that shit lasts forever.
that's rolling papers, isn't it? You put your weed in
No,
there.
I don't know what they made them out of. I mean, I got that one from the 1600s, and the backing's falling off of it, but the paper is crisp and
Really?
clear and
What,
perfect.
a Bible?
Yeah.
You got first edition, man.
Fucking
Did I say
sign.
16s?
Yeah.
So when I meant was 1700s.
Rand McNally, first edition.
1700s.
Fuck, that's Jesus signing that
Yeah.
thing.
But it's still the one from the 17, and it is a New Testament. It's still pretty early. It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
one of the, probably one of the first.
Awesome fictional books.
But No, what he was saying about that though is it's freeing, man. I don't like to use that word. I don't like to throw it around, but
You
but it's
hippie.
freeing. It's actually
It really is. You know what's cool is like, and it's fun when you ride with somebody. You know what it reminds me of is when I first got a motorcycle.
we're both kind of obsessed with it because this is like the 7th podcast and we've brung them up on every
Probably
single
seen,
podcast.
yeah.
Oh.
So-
Yeah, it's so when like I first started riding motorcycles, it was fun to ride with somebody else, you know, and so you go explore, and then, you know, 20, 30 years later, well, I guess 20 something years later, I've explored all this area. I don't even like to ride locally, you know. To where now it's like, hey, I want to go to this neighborhood park and ride this one wheel around, and you know, and I don't know, it's pretty odd. I should get Pokemon Go and just, you know.
That's what I used to say. Like when I used to cycle a lot, like several years ago, you see so much more at 15 miles an hour.
Yeah. I love
You
bicycling
know,
stuff.
you see, you know, in that 10 to 20 mile an hour range, you take in so much more.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, there's a place you could pass 1,000 times and you never noticed. Oh fuck! Look,
Well, look how many
Yeah,
people
so-
cross the McGetaway Bridge. I mean, the McKinley Bridge. They, you know, every day they go to and from work and they cross this. Thousands of cars, I'm sure, every single day. So there's actually a little second bridge that veers off to the riverfront. That's a cycling and jogging bridge. And I've rode that several times. And you get down there, it's a whole different world. I mean, there's actual art on the walls. The guy that owned City Museum, he built like a little park right there. There's like snakes and I don't know. It's just cool little shit there, and that thousands of people don't know is there.
no,
You know, they just drive. You know,
they're just mindless driving to work and
Right.
back, and that's just
There's a guy that sleeps in the snakehead, you know.
So-
So I'm sure it's got its mouth open. There's a guy that sleeps in it.
At one point, it was Tent City. Tent City was down there for a little bit, and so I'm pedaling by Tent City, you know, and I ride a pretty decent bike, you know, and so I'm riding by, and I was like, oh man, I'm kind of nervous, you know, I don't want to get jacked, you know, I don't want my bike to get jacked. Then they all had nicer cars than I did in Tent City, and I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, you have an Eldorado that's like within the last 5 years. You know, this is somebody who's just like, fuck this mortgage, bro. I'm gonna go sleep in my. I like camping as much as the next guy. I don't think I can do it in the Midwest in the winter. you
No.
know?
Oh hell no.
But yeah, these dudes are like, there's beautiful, nice cars, and there's no way it was anybody else's. So it was neat to see.
I used to always say I don't understand homeless people in the Midwest.
Nope.
If I ever come to the point where I'm homeless and I have nothing, I'm not staying here.
So we just shipped yesterday. We shipped a package of cigars. Went to Hawaii, and
Yeah.
so I was just kind of looking up stuff in Hawaii. You know, I've never been. I'd really like to go to just see the beauty. And so I was just kind of looking up stuff. You know, facts on Hawaii. It has the biggest homeless population of any state. Well, no shit. You give me paradise, I probably won't work either.
Right.
Bro, I need you to be in this windowless office pushing this button. No, bro. I'm gonna watch these dolphins swim. F off. I don't need any money.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're homeless and you're broke. It's not like you can leave.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
you can't catch a ride to the next
No.
state.
Well, I've always said that you know, when it comes down to it, if it's just me at the end and I've got the money, I want to buy a house down in Mexico someplace, and I don't even care if it's got power because you know what, I'm just gonna go to sleep anyway.
Right. I'm gonna go sleep
what-
when it's dark, and I'm gonna wake up when it's light.
Right.
Yeah, I was looking. It's funny you said that. Like, I recently just searched
Right.
most affordable places to live in South America, or
Central America.
Central
whatever.
America, yeah, and like
Belize.
Rio and Brazil, and yeah, all those came up like the most affordable. Like you can live there for $1,500 a month.
Oh yeah.
Comfortably.
No, largely. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and that's, and, you know, and we're gonna miss out on some things. Like, you know, like my end goal is to
Miss out on nothing. I'm gonna chuck that freaking phone in the water on the Rio Grande on my way over, and we're done.
You know, I would love to. I'd love to be operating table 36 from. You know, and you could too with the beard products. You know.
Oh sure.
You know, once
just
you
ship everywhere.
Yeah, you know.
Are we gonna start a community?
A
that'd
little
be
commune
sick.
down there.
That'd be awesome, dude. I've been looking at different parts of Belize, and the property taxes there are the most. Like, you know, 200 acres is $50 a year. You pay on the undeveloped price.
Sure.
the undeveloped price.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I was looking at one that was a 200-acre farm. It had 3 outbuildings. It was a citrus grow farm. So, you know, now I have products I can put in a cart. I go pick them. I go down to where the carnival ships come in, and I sell fruit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Oranges,
I
pineapples.
I want a cart with, like, it's hooked
Mangoes.
to the bicycle, and then I just pedal down, and then I
You want a
sell.
trike?
Yeah, but I want, like, you know, you go to Olin or something, you know, they have the little bicycle, the 3-wheel bikes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going fast. I don't need gears. Single speed. You know, I'll get there when I get there. These oranges aren't going to go bad. You know, but you know, I don't know. And Chuck's right. You know, like, man, it'd be amazing to cut off all social media. You know,
Oh man.
it's you know,
Just-
I wouldn't have it if we didn't
there's-
have businesses.
I wouldn't either. I absolutely wouldn't, because when we, you know, you got floor care, beard supply, and the beard supply stuff, I don't get a whole lot of social media interaction on that
Right.
site, you know, and then the tattoo side. There's a day a couple weeks ago when we started releasing all these sponsored artists that we sponsored. I was fielding thousands of inquiries.
Well, everybody wants something for free.
Everybody, well, that is one thing. Everybody wants something for free, but they're, you know,
Dude,
being a sponsored artist isn't free. And everybody says, well, what can I do to be a sponsored artist? Shit, buy my product, man. Buy my product. Buy my product. Post your work. Tag us in it so we can cross promote you. We give you a good price, whatever.
What?
But there are a lot of artists out there that, well, if they're sponsored, you know, they want free shit. You know, I'll throw a freaking beanie in with your order or whatever sometimes, and throw extra shit in with your orders.
Why haven't you got into soap? Soap is
Oh, he
a
did.
big.
He did. He
big
had a
thing
charcoal.
right now.
He had a charcoal soap.
Still got it.
Do you? Mm-hmm. I could use some of that.
I'll get you some.
I've been buying Zums.
Who?
See, I
Sorry.
won't buy that soap like that because it lasts as long as the soap I'm paying $3 for 6. I pay $3 for 6 bars of soap, and I'm
Yeah.
paying $6 for 1 bar of soap.
What's
And
your bar of soap cost? I forgot. I haven't had it in a while.
The activated charcoal I sell for 7,
7.
or 2 for 10.
Right.
And it
you know.
doesn't last any longer than that bar of freaking Irish Spring I use.
Yeah, but is it activated charcoal? Does it turn your tub fucking black?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do I want to
do that?
Tub black?
Dude, it covers up the mold. It's awesome.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, I've been using the Zum products lately and the Zum soaps, and I got some for Christmas, and so I'm onto the charcoal one, and I bet you I get a week out of it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's small. It's a small. I know your bar is bigger than.
They're about, you know, mine's like it's a
Yeah.
4 or 5 ounce bar.
Yeah.
But if you
too
leave a natural bar or any bar like in the water spray,
No, it's not. It's just
you just put it up out of the
yeah, it's
water.
out of the water spray. I pee on it, but other than that, it's,
Warm it up.
right.
Well, I know somebody that uses that Ape Man.
Eight
soap.
man?
Well, I'm not going to say the name of it. I'm not going to give them free
Squatch?
advertisement. Yeah,
You can say it, man.
yeah.
You ain't gonna hurt
So,
my. You won't hurt my feelings.
So I know somebody that uses that, and they say, "Dude, it smells freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
awesome.
good stuff.
It's awesome."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, but you're paying like $10 for a bar of soap.
You can smell that Zum soap across the house.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a big
$10
house,
for a
but-
bar of soap. I'm paying
Well,
50 cents for a bar of Irish Spring, and it goes the same distance.
Yeah,
Why-
the
why
biggest
would I do
I
that?
think the biggest difference is like when
It's all
when we
lye.
it's the labor intensive making that.
It's soap harder than anything else that you make.
It's time consuming because once you make it,
Right.
you got to let it cure for 6 to 8 weeks.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, because of the lye in it.
Yeah,
it's cold processed.
all made out of lye.
So
All of it.
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks go, you know, after you pour it off into like a loaf pan or whatever.
Right.
You take it out the next day, you can slice it.
Right.
And then you just set it there and it cures.
Does it have to be a certain temperature or anything? Like just room temp?
Just room temp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sits there and cures, and the bar will harden up more. But it's just making it like making a charcoal bar.
Does your house smell amazing or terrible?
Well, it's down our shop, so yeah, it smells like essential oils and non-essential oils like fragrant oils and whatever all the time. Yeah.
A lot of the beard products that are on the market don't use essential oils.
No, some don't. This one has a fragrant oil in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Because
like
there's no. This is leather and tobacco.
that. Right.
Or no, this is leather and cedar. That's what this one is.
That one smells really good.
So, but there's no essential oil for leather.
No.
You know.
So do you just smack it with the belt?
Yeah, you just beat the shit out of it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
It's like me growing up. Sorry, Mom.
Work that leather in there.
So, so what is that stuff? What I mean, how do you make that?
How do I make what?
Yeah, what is it? What are
Which product?
What are the ingredients?
Right here. That one.
I
This
know
one?
I know what's in soap.
Do you want to read the
I
ingredients?
know what's in soap.
No, but I mean,
can't
how
read.
do you make it jelly and how
Well,
do
like-
you make it?
Open it up.
Like this
I'm
one.
taking that one home.
You want to take this one home?
Yeah,
All right.
open
This
it.
one's a solid.
So here,
You just take all your ingredients.
Well, no, but it's still a
It's a. This one's a
it's
solid.
like a wax.
It's a
yeah,
solid.
it's like a wax.
Yeah. There's
but
bee-
how do you make the
there's
wax?
beeswax. It's beeswax.
You just buy bulk
No, okay.
beeswax.
You just buy bulk
I
beeswax.
buy bulk beeswax, pelletized, white,
Do you
not
you
yellow.
just-
Not
Chuck,
yellow.
Chuck,
So
do you
you
want
just,
this
like,
for
hit
your?
it and-
Do you want this for your 10 hairs?
No,
Okay.
no,
So
not at all.
You can grow
I
20.
buy beeswax in 50-pound block or 50-pound containers.
If it'll help fill in, maybe, maybe. But
Is there any truth to any of those products? The fill-in products?
No, that's all bullshit.
Yeah, I figured it was.
You know, vitamins. Putting CBD in your beard oil that isn't gonna do shit. But
So don't have the dog pee on my beard. That doesn't help.
well, that might work.
but the dog enjoys peeing on your beard.
Yeah.
Probably. Only when there's thunder. I got way too much.
Go ahead, get a whiff.
I mean, I can smell it from here. I've smelled it before.
Um,
I've got a thing for smelling things.
do you?
So yeah,
You got a thing for smelling.
I smell things.
So, you order all this raw, you go walk into our shop where I do all this, and, it's just 50-pound blocks of shea butter, 50-pound bags of pelletized beeswax, all the oils that we use. It can, if you walked in there, it'd be like, what the fuck is, you would think I'm cooking up something.
Right.
Because, you got hot plates, and you got microwaves, and you got all this glassware and shit you're
You
using.
might as well.
So,
What
yeah.
a perfect cover. 'Cause
Right,
It smells
might
like
as well.
essential. It
Yeah.
smells like essential oils, not methamphetamine.
Could you put
I mean-
essential oils in methamphetamine?
I'm sure you,
I mean,
there's a whole
make
new
it smell
market
better.
there.
Right.
There's a
guess you could.
man. You would know.
Mm-hmm.
When if a guy with no beard comes in smelling like leather and tobacco.
What you been
Hot
doing,
marks
man?
all over his face. Yeah. Like, all right, dude.
I think we have a new market right
I
there.
don't know what you're doing at all.
Right.
But making all this it's extremely time consuming.
Right.
Like last night I bottled up 100 bottles of beard oil, just 2 cents. This one and that Frogman one, 100 bottles took me like 4 hours.
Wow.
But I got to make stock.
Right.
I got to make a lot of stock going into this year because we have 10 conventions
Nice.
that we're doing. So I need all the stock. I'm trying to sell my house, and I have to get all this shit done in the next 4 or 5 months.
Right.
Because once I sell that house, my office space where I'm doing all this is
Right.
going to be gone. So I
I'll
got
I'll rent your office space.
you got a room here too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My office could be your office.
We could do that.
I'm renting it out to anybody.
There's a little production area. That's all I need.
No, I don't. No. Well, production area, we can kick Jeff out. So
Oh.
I think we're done motor swapping for a while.
Last one
For last
for
year.
2022.
Yeah, 2021.
I don't know. I might be looking into LS and something pretty soon.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty irritated. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty irritated.
Oh yeah. That's
Uh-oh.
time.
What?
I'm
yeah.
pretty irritated.
That's
so.
fine. $650. I can get you a motor.
Is that what they run?
For $1,000, I can buy one that I know's good and all the wiring harnesses there.
$650
So.
with the wiring harness.
So
Ran when parked.
oh, it's the whole.
No, I mean it's there. There's a guy over in St. Louis that
Oh.
he just buys them at auctions and parks them and
Flips 'em.
and then strips them down because
I
you
just-
you buy a van. Well, you got a Chevy van,
Yeah.
so you got a 6.0 or 6.2 in it.
That has a 4.8.
See, I can go to U-Haul and get a
4.8s are
swap
fine,
for
too.
for what, $20?
$29.95.
Right, I can go to U-Haul and get a swap for $29.95.
Unless they're running the Impostorados. Then you're gonna be sorely disappointed when you open the hood and
So.
when you're missing 4 cylinders.
But I'm irritated with it.
That should be an easy swap though.
No, it's easy, and it's probably an easy fix. It's just I was told it ran.
Right.
I was told it was drivable,
What
but
was-
it had an issue.
what
and
was
it's
it?
not drivable. It's
Right.
not.
Which vehicle?
The
My truck.
recent truck. The truck's out there.
Where's your van?
At
it's
home in the garage.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not pretty enough to bring the van out.
Oh.
yeah.
Right. Dude, there was a right side drive Jimny on Marketplace.
Yeah,
I was
I
looking
seen
at.
it.
Did you see my old one? Did you see my old Samurai?
I know right where it is. I can drive right to it right now.
What?
Crusty.
Oh no, not Krusty.
Oh, no.
The Big Sam, the propane one.
No.
Yeah, yeah, it's on Marketplace for $6,000.
Really?
Yep.
I've been looking for mine
Have you?
to see if mine ever comes up.
Yeah, mine's up.
never come up.
Mine's in Iowa or somewhere. I don't know.
What is it?
That big ass samurai I had on beadlocks. The crawler.
yeah.
Yeah, it's out there on.
It's in Iowa.
I think it's in Iowa. So it's somewhere. It was far away.
It's for sale again.
Yeah, $6,000. Still has the cow on the front. So that's pretty cool. Put a cow. I don't know. It came off a trophy, and we put it on there, and it never knocked off. Like
Nope.
all the walls I climbed in that thing, it never.
It's still there.
That cow's still on there.
That's crazy.
So,
But I don't know, man. It's just
I think we should LS swap it.
it's just.
You're gonna just
Well, I
get.
just don't. The more I think about it, the more I think about why would we do it this way instead of the proper way. I just don't understand, and that's what irritates me about it. I just don't understand why we would go ass backwards on something that we did not need to go ass backwards on.
No, it should have been LS swapped anyway. I mean,
No,
that's,
it should have at least been Vortex swapped.
right.
Don't half-ass it. Right?
I mean, it was Vortex swapped. It's just not. It was
The
Vortex swapped, and then they put the throttle body stuff on it because they didn't want to change the wiring harness.
Right.
The wiring harness is a 10 millimeter bolt.
Right.
And you unplug it and plug the other one in and tighten it. And
Yeah,
that's it because
that's
the
it.
electronics are the same.
Yeah.
Oh well,
It's
shit.
Chevrolet. It's
Yeah.
the same. There's a year's difference between the trucks that had Vortec and the trucks that had TBI. There's a year, and GM didn't change nothing in that time.
Nah.
So I just don't understand why we did what we did, and now it's undrivable. It's not. I mean, I drive it, but it's not. It's very aggravating. So
So let's just make it. I mean, it's a in memory of truck. So let's make it
So-
right and get it done.
it's not going anywhere.
Right.
I'm not going. Somebody asked me the other day about the van. He was like, "Well, when are you gonna sell the van then?" And I go, "Well, I'm not going to." So I'm pretty much done.
You're like the Jay Leno of Cottage Hills.
because I've always went backwards. Because no matter how you look at it, I always end up backwards from what I've got.
Yeah.
I always end up backwards because I just get freaking bored.
Right.
Is what
I'm
it
with
is.
you. Yeah, because we dump. That's what we do.
Right.
We
Yeah.
just dump shit. You
Right.
know, we
Like
get bored.
I had
Just
more.
move on.
Yeah.
I had more in that than the Horizon than I got out of it,
Sure.
and I was just irritated and bored with it, so
Right.
I dumped it.
Right.
And I more in the Buick than I way more in the Buick than I got out of it. Way more in the Buick than I got out of it. Way more in that Cadillac than I got out of it.
What Cadillac?
The '84.
Oh yeah, that was. I wish. That's the one I'm most sad about going. I wanted to see that one come through. But you know, it's. I mean, if somebody, you know, it's like you look at how much more is there to spend, or do I just cut my losses and move on now? And
Right.
you know, it's like, all right, so I can put this money into what I really want to fuck with. Like I had a craving last night or yesterday for, you know, going out in the trails and, you know, just going and smashing some shit up.
Right. Well, I told Travis the other day. I went by Travis's house Sunday, and I was like, "Dude, I've been looking for another tracker."
Right.
And he goes, "Well, you can get." He told me where Krusty was, and he goes, "I bet I'll sell it." And I go, "No, we want a tracker
Right.
because I know a tracker will hold together at 8,000 RPM for 20 freaking minutes."
Right. Well, there was a Sammy on there for it had the tracker engine in it, and it was on tracker engine on propane, and there wasn't much left. But
The
I mean,
problem with the Sammys is you kind of care about them.
yeah.
Because they're not. I mean, if they're in good shape, you kind of care about them. A tracker, who cares?
Let's just go smash that Blazer.
I don't think a Blazer's going to do good,
I think it'll do great.
or it would,
Really?
or
Yeah,
I'd
we
be all
gotta-
for it.
We got a ZR2 4.3.
And the body on that's in good. I was looking at it the other day. The body is in good condition on that.
Yeah, the title is not though.
The
So
body
there's
is
not
in
much we're
great
gonna do with
condition.
it.
So,
So what?
So you need to find a title.
So
it's a 2-door.
I know
It's
it
a
is.
2-door body.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
pretty
old.
bad.
So
It's a
it's
2002, so it's the rounded. It actually looks really aggressive. I thought, you know,
It's got a little different suspension on it.
yeah, the ZR2 had a upgraded suspension. I think it's got an oil cooler, different things like that, and you know, the 4-wheel drive in those was fantastic. You know, I mean, they were really
Until they broke, and then when they broke, they were broke. They were junk forever after that.
So-
Even if you fixed them, they were junk forever.
just go smash it in the woods.
I don't think it's going to do that good.
30-pack of beer and fucking some trees. Let's just go.
Come back out with no
Nothing.
windows.
No windows.
No windows.
If
Especially
we-
if I'm driving.
Dude.
No windows.
Yeah, Chuck likes to.
Just take the glass out before you go.
No,
No. And that ruins the
no,
surprise.
Yeah.
When it's gonna blow
That's
out.
all, that's all the laughter, buddy.
One time he was so mad at his truck, he slammed the door and the window went. So
That was the Horizon.
Oh, that was a ride.
Really?
I had the window half down, and I got out. And I slammed the door because it wasn't running right. I couldn't figure it out. And I slammed the door, and it broke the window. And I went, mother. That was the same day I kicked the girl out of it. I think I kicked the girl out of it because the window broke out of it, actually. I think I was like, all right, you want to do that? Well, let's do that. We'll do that. I'm okay.
On-trail repairs are the funniest watching Chuck. And so, like, he has this conversation with the vehicle. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the conversation is at the loudest decibels possible because he's got his finger on the throttle under the hood, floating all the valves, screaming at it. You want to be a piece of... You want to fuck with me? I'll fuck you. And then it starts running right. Like, it's like, you know, he disciplined his child. The child's like, oh, shit, I'm sorry I fucked up, you know?
So our buddy Travis is he's a mechanic. He's a really good mechanic.
Absolutely.
So we get out on the trails, and it's running like dog shit. This was right after I rebuilt it. So it should not be running bad. I just rebuilt everything on this motor. It should not be running.
And of course, when you show up,
right, and it was, and that's just it. I drove it around all over town. But the first day I take it out trails, it runs like dog shit.
Yep.
So we get to the top of this hill, which I had to be pulled up because it was running bad.
Yeah.
I get up there and I pop the hood, and Travis is standing there and he's looking at it, and I just reach over and I grab the throttle cable, and I just beg it, and I just all right, and I'm screaming at it, right, and Travis just over there going, stop. His eyes are like this big, and he's like, stop. And I'm like fuck that mother.
It worked?
I held it to rev limiter for probably 2-3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And it worked, right? Did it work?
We're just waiting for a piston to go.
Cleared it right out.
Yep. Ran fine.
Whatever
man,
its
that's
problem
all it
was,
needs.
cleared it out that day.
Yeah.
It ran great the rest of the day.
I wonder if they fixed the leaf on that Sammy. Remember I popped that leaf?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not. Nobody ever fixes anything. For some reason, people get stuff and then they just make it worse. And I don't know how you can make some things worse, but they just make it worse.
That one was pretty rough. It definitely needed a little love, but I think he paid $5 for it. So he probably put some money in it. It's probably $6,000.
Maybe.
It was a good running truck. I mean, the brakes didn't work. Nothing like climbing a hill or a wall with no brakes.
No brakes.
Oh.
No brakes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no brakes at all. That's Ginger's favorite safety feature is the brakes, and that's why
Most people's.
That's why she never went with me. The first time we go out,
It was manual. You don't need brakes on manual.
that's right, and it had real low gearing, so you really didn't need it. So we go out, and I had a little side by side, and I pull it off the trailer. Literally, the first turn I take in it, I dump it on its side.
Was she with you?
No, she was standing there getting ready to get in. She's like, shit.
No,
So
not
she's like,
this.
how does this harness work?
I haven't even got mine unstrapped, and he's on the side.
I did. I literally pulled off the trailer, and I was like, because,
That was a really, really short day.
yeah. So I turned, and it just goes, thump, and because I just goosed it, and it stuck, and I just toppled over on the side and started laughing. So,
Oh, you guys do it right, though. You're using Samurais.
well, this was a side-by-side. Samurai,
But some of these side-by-sides, man, these guys go out and destroy $30,000-$40,000 side-by-sides.
Oh, yeah.
they have full coverage.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
So they don't give a fuck.
No.
Nope.
No, yeah, you
guess
want it.
so.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's because they're financing them.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
And
getting
you got-
$30,000, and so you have full coverage insurance on it. So then you just go out there and just rape the shit out.
And then
of
we're
it.
out there doing the same thing in a $600
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
tracker. I miss that tracker so much.
that
That tracker
tracker.
was so much fun.
We bought that tracker almost by accident. We're delivering a Samurai to somewhere in Indiana, and then so we're driving out there, and he's on Marketplace looking at the towns.
Yeah.
Then we find this tracker for $500, and it says won't start. So we go out there, it's manual, and so we push it around with the truck, pop the clutch.
Got it.
It starts driving around. We're like, fuck it, we'll take it. Gave him $500. No title, no windows. I don't even know if there's a lift, but they had it
It was lifted.
yeah, it had a $500 worth of tires on it. I mean, I mean,
I still got those.
nice. And so so we get it up on the trailer, and it wasn't really quite tall enough. So me and the other guy had to stand on it while Chuck drives it onto the trailer. We strap it down. Literally the most fun vehicle we've ever bought.
yeah.
That thing was just, I mean, no top,
Dude,
no.
in all the videos of it, you can hear the person driving it in the person passenger seat when there was one. In every single video, you get to a point where you can just hear them laughing because you've either smashed a tree or I got stuck. I got high-sided one time, and Travis was coming up behind me in his Jeep, and he's got this big bull bumper on it, and I was like, I was just doing this.
Yeah.
And it took him a second, and I was like, so I yelled. It didn't have no top or nothing on it, so I yelled, just fucking shove it. And so, bam, smashed the whole back end in on it. Forward we went.
Dude, that thing was almost unstoppable. So almost. We had a little shifter issue, and
yeah, 5 minutes. If I had spent 5 minutes fixing it,
it'd probably still be here.
it'd still be around.
Yeah,
But I didn't. I just
But
crammed it into gear.
you can't find $500 trackers. You can't find $500 anything.
I know.
And here's the thing: they're only worth about $500 or $600.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, like you're paying top tier.
I know.
$500-$600.
There's a samurai sitting outside of Fielding in a shed.
Oh yeah.
Drive by it every day.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah, they're only worth $500 or $600 to begin with. They're not worth what people think they're worth.
I think the samurai market's coming down some. So just from looking at local market and
If I do it again, I'm just going to buy a garbage tracker.
yeah, no, that's how it's got to be.
I've had the most fun. So I had that white one I bought out of Fielding, and I had that white one, and I had a whole bunch of fun in that. And then the black one, we had a whole bunch of fun in that. I mean, once we got serious, it wasn't really fun no more.
You're absolutely right. Because once,
wasn't.
so that big samurai I had, it was, every part was expensive. Shocks were expensive. Everything was just, to where like the shock, the rear suspension costs as much as that tracker.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's like, why? We just sucked the fun out of it.
That's the one that's up in Iowa. That one.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd climb anything. Them two crawlers we had,
Yeah.
they'd climb anything.
Oh, they
You
were
know,
it
point
was-
them and go.
but we don't have climbing here.
But
And that was
No.
So we had to go 4 hours to climb, 3 hours to climb,
right.
and then it's like
And even then, there was so much more to do there that you didn't need all that for any damn way.
Right.
So
like if we lived in a climbing only area, to be we wouldn't have sold them. They were but it's like you can take garbage or just something 4-wheel drive with aggressive tire, and then you just go out and you have a blast. You have some beers. You like I had a guy in the tracker. And so I told my passenger, I said, now every time Chuck gets stuck, we're gonna slam a beer,
Oh man.
and then we're gonna not get stuck in the same spot. We got to blast through, and that's the other part. You're just flying, where these crawlers are
Speed your
slow.
friend.
Yeah, slower.
Speed your friend.
Where you have this piece of crap you don't care about. It's literally 7,000 RPMs.
Well, that
Dump
crawler
the
was
clutch.
considerably wider.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
It was almost too wide for stuff around here.
you could just take the tracker and bang it off trees to make it through a trail.
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, it was literally awesome
great.
doing it.
Yeah, you guys were hard at it for a while.
It was stress relief, man. It was like when you have this like not straight vertical, but when you have this pretty vertical wall and it's just you and this machine and you're it's much like the one wheel, man. It's just you and this product, that you are going to try to take over this obstacle,
Sure.
And so and then I thought the funnest part was like you get stuck and you get kind of twisted around or you might die and somebody's you got to listen to somebody, so then there's like a little teamwork involved, like, hey, you need to go left or you're going to
What
die.
angle to hit it at?
Right.
Yeah.
So I posted a video of me climbing this hill when we were up at the Badlands from 3 years ago, and I had climbed the same little wall a couple different times, and then so Chuck has the drone out, and I'm going to climb it, and I had the wrong line, and my front wheel just goes like up in the air for a little, and then when you're in it, all you have is sky.
And
so
that, oh shit moment.
yeah, and you're like, of course somebody's recording because I'm gonna wipe the hell out now, And so, and it made it. I think I had Bo in the truck at the time too. It's probably the only reason I stayed down. So,
Bo,
a big dude.
Bo's a big dude.
Is he
Fire
really?
and you hung that tire in
So
there.
you're a little,
Right,
were you a little tight in there?
No, it was there was plenty of room in there. But yeah, no, but Bo was fun to wheel with because he was always dry and clean. He never got down in the shit with us.
Oh, he never got down and
he was-
dirty, huh?
Yeah, he kept the trails from grass growing on them to where.
Well, he was blasting through the creek with me at the Badlands.
Yeah.
So that's one of the other things I think is fun is that you can't do in a crawler is just blasting down a creek
Just sliding through.
as fast as you can go, just hoping that you don't impale the car on the tree, which I've done. I've got pictures of the white one with a tree limb impaled in it.
Shit, what are they going to do when everything goes? I don't think everything's going to eventually go electric. We're always going to have internal combustion shit, but
No,
But you gotta,
in our lifetime.
they'd have to give away electric cars. to make that happen.
yeah.
It's not going
They
to
have to
electric.
give
Yeah,
it
I
away.
think so,
Electric
too.
is there so that they can raise fuel prices.
And,
for sure.
And
So that they can raise fuel prices
to pay for green jobs.
to try and tell you that we're going to raise the price because we're going to go electric. We're going to raise the price. Electric's.
Oh,
It's not sustainable.
No, it's not.
It's not sustainable. It's not any cleaner. I don't go look that shit up. That shit is not any good. Better for the environment.
It's
than
worse.
Anything else.
Yeah, it
It's
is
worse.
worse.
Yeah.
It's worse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
worse.
you can't scrap however
Fucking
how-
lithium,
Yeah.
500-pound lithium
Right.
battery.
Right.
Yeah.
There's literally yards of
Oh yeah.
Teslas sitting there that are
Well-
smashed up and been in wrecks that they can't scrap.
Well, California told people, listen, stop driving your electric cars. The
power
power
grid was
grid,
taking it
the power grid cannot sustain it.
Yeah, like that's
It's fucking
something we
stupid.
expected in like 10 years, and it's already
Right.
been.
It's already
out.
there.
Yeah.
And then I watched, it was an interview with, what's his name from Tesla?
Musk.
Yeah.
Elon Musk. And he said, he said, Tesla from the government subsidies to make electric cars got $8,000 for every electric car they produced
all
in
the-
subsidies from the government.
Right. That's what I was saying. It's all money from it's all the green jobs.
And he admitted to it. He's like,
Right.
why the fuck would we turn this down?
Sure.
But he
Right.
said, we have exhausted this and we've hit our limit quota. He said, we didn't need the damn subsidy before that. We don't need it now, but
Yeah. If
guess
you're
what?
gonna-
why
Now,
would you
now,
not?
now we're just launching rockets into fucking space.
Right.
Why would
So-
you not take that money?
Yeah.
You'd be dumb not to take that money.
Right. Absolutely.
But they peg it as this world saver, and it absolutely is not. So
No. Well, they say
So
like
the mining process is terrible, and they're using slave labor for the mining process. All you woke people, and they are. They
Yeah.
literally are.
yeah, because where's all the lithium mines? Africa.
Africa, but who owns
Middle-
Africa?
Middle East.
Pakistan,
But
Yeah.
who owns Africa? Who owns Afghanistan?
Afghanistan. I
China.
mean, they're
China.
all-
China. Yeah.
So we're still we're still being played by China the whole time.
and they're just not. And so the batteries, once they get them mined and they get them built, and when the battery goes bad, you can actually recycle them, but you have to. There's a specific special process, and it's a lot of industry to recycle them.
well, that guy
So
last
you're
week.
So what you're doing is you're taking something that's temporarily good for the environment, because once it's built, and that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
It's temporarily good for the environment, and then you're building all this infrastructure around it in order to keep it
Sure.
for that small amount that it's good
Oh
for
yeah,
the
but you're still
environment.
using
It's-
coal-powered generators to charge your stupid fucking electric battery.
You know what would be good for, and I've told people this for years. You know what would be good for the environment if we had a blackout day.
Oh, sure.
If we
year.
like on Earth Day, right? We have Earth Day.
Yeah.
So if we just turned off, the unnecessary stuff. You know what I mean? Like the big buildings and you just turn it off for a night. Not only would that be better for the environment, but it would solve a human condition too, which is our disconnection with
Mother
with-
Nature.
with the universe. It's our
Oh, yeah.
disconnection with the stars.
Sure.
So that's why humans live the way they do, because we've got no sense. We think we're the biggest thing here. We've got no sense of how tiny we are.
This planet's
None.
gonna shake us off like a
Right.
flea on a dog,
Right.
man.
Right. There's no sense of how tiny we actually are. And if you shut everything down and you look and you make people look up to where they can actually see all this stuff for once in their life, because a lot of people have never seen the Milky Way.
We just the
They've
last
never
night
seen
was
it.
so clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night was beautiful.
But you can't see. But what can you see? A spattering of stars. Go out to Utah.
Yeah, like from here, you look up to try to see stars. Even here in this area where we're at, just because of all the light pollution at light,
Right.
you
You
can't
can't
really
see
see it.
nothing.
But you go up to my house in Campsville, it's like there's a whole nother freaking world, man.
Is that
It's
because
crazy.
of the pollution, or do you think that's because
It's
you
light
have
pollu-
less
no.
street lights?
It's like, well, yeah,
It's
that's
the
what it is.
street
Light
lights,
pollution.
yeah.
It's light pollution.
So it's all that light reflecting up, and it's like reflecting back, and you can't really.
right. So you go out to Utah, and and a lot of people never ever see that. And a lot of people don't leave New York. A lot of people don't leave L.A.
No.
A lot of people don't leave these big cities where you can't see nothing.
That's their life.
And right, they
Yeah.
don't leave it, so they have no idea the massive, how teeny tiny. I mean, you
Oh,
would
yeah.
see it. You can watch videos on TikTok, but that doesn't give it to you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That
I
doesn't-
mean, yeah, their whole life is concrete and asphalt,
that
man.
doesn't. You break down on the side of the road in Utah, like
Oh,
I
that's
did
beautiful.
at 2 o'clock in the morning. And you're gonna get, once you're done mad at your car, you're gonna get out, you're gonna lay on the hood because you broke down, you're screwed,
Yeah.
and you're gonna look up and you're gonna go, oh, this ain't so bad.
Nah.
You know what I mean? And then you're gonna hear the mysterious noises on the other side of the little hump right there from the road, and you're gonna go, oh, I don't know what that is. I should probably get in my car.
What the hell's out there?
Right. I can't see anything for it, and you can. That's the other thing, you can see.
Well, in Utah, it's just, it's probably a Mormon.
Well, maybe chupacabra, but you can see, and people that never go places, they don't understand that kind of how small and tiny you are, and they don't understand the cultural differences. They don't understand anything.
Oh no, just the cultural
but they're
differences.
woke.
Yeah, just the cultural differences within an 8-hour drive of where we're at right now is crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
8
absolutely
hours.
nuts, man. Like we went down to Birmingham last year for 3 or 4 days.
Well, that's their own kind of
And-
cultural difference, buddy.
But you know what though, man? Nicest fucking people around.
Well, that's like when I
And
went.
they're so freaking nice.
When I went to Louisiana.
Nice.
I was in Louisiana. I was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I had a pocket full of cash, and I didn't know it at the time, but they were all meth heads. I didn't know it at the time. They were all drug addicts. I didn't know that. But I had a pocket full of cash, and they didn't even attempt to rob me. I'd have been screwed.
Yeah.
What would I have done? And they didn't even attempt to rob me. They didn't even. I went and bought a dog from a meth head.
Yeah.
And while buying this $300 dog from this meth head, I whip out
What a cash.
like $2,500 in cash.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he thought about it, but he didn't. He took my $300. Here's your dog, buddy. Here's your papers. Hey, good luck.
Yeah.
Have a good time. Blah blah blah. And nice. They were just great down there.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were super awesome down there.
Well, it's like in Georgia.
Well, with the hospitality is so much better down there.
Oh,
It's
and
just
super nice.
I completely agree.
Even in the drug addicts.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I'd have got rolled up here if I flashed out 2,500 and nobody actually knew who I was. I'd have got rolled.
He got robbed at 8 o'clock in the morning at a Quick Trip.
Right.
Quick Trip. Yeah.
All right. So, Brad, give us your socials for people. I doubt.
Socials.
Hour and 50-something minutes later.
Well, they better have watched it this
Jeez.
long to know who wins.
All
Wow.
right. Yeah. So,
Socials.
yeah, you're
Patriot Beard Supply.
on.
Instagram
Right. Is everything on
Facebook.
Instagram? Facebook.
and PatriotBeardSupply.com, just the website.
Okay.
And Blasted Tattoo Care on both.
Right.
And that's the website, BlastedTattooCare.com.
What's your personal account? I skip leg day.
I skipped like that's right.
.com.
.com.
All right.
And
It's at I skip leg day on Instagram.
the floor care side is just
Macaulay's.
Macaulay's Carpet Cleaning. That's only on Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all you
So,
need.
that's all I need.
Almost 20 years
Fuck yeah.
munching on carpet.
What are you doing?
I'm going to spin the wheel,
Yeah.
and then so I put everybody's name in there except for one guy didn't have like a actual name, but it was Dan's older brother, so he's on the wheel as Dan's older brother.
There's only like 3 anyway.
Yeah, I know, but I doubled them up, so you have twice the
Oh.
chances.
Oh,
So-
twice the chances.
So we're doing a random windspiel thing.
I highly doubt you can see that.
Yeah, they can. Look at it. I'm just fucking with you. They can't see. So I put everybody's name in there that made a comment. We're going to give away a shirt, but we don't have smalls next week.
You said, we're gonna give away a shirt next week.
We
He's
don't
got
have-
smalls.
Well, no.
He's got
No.
smalls.
No.
I wear bigger shirts than you do.
You probably do.
What size shirt is that?
This one?
Yeah.
Large?
No, Patriot.
No, the Patriot. The
Large?
Medium.
A large. I wear
large?
extra large shirts.
Yeah, he does wear extra
Does
I
large.
wear
Yeah.
extra large shirts.
And then these are extra large, and
Yeah.
he thought it was too small.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear
Really?
his. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's just too big. I don't like it.
I wear extra large shirts because I like shirts to fit.
Yeah.
I don't,
You swimming in them?
For one, I don't have pecs.
Right.
I can't get that inner pec. I don't know the exercise to get to
Can't
it.
get
To get it.
Push-ups, man.
To get it. No,
Just
they
do
don't. They
push-ups.
don't work. They don't work.
I'll have a gym built here soon,
Oh,
so
right.
we'll work on that.
Right.
We'll try.
What are you
to-
going to call it?
But I've got.
Proud.
But I,
All right, so let's
There's always
announce
a joke
winners.
somewhere.
but I've got pretty big size shoulders. So
Fuck.
Hurt the
I've
feelings now.
got a decent sized shoulder. So So,
Yeah.
and so when I wear a shirt, they do what yours do. The
They
sleeves
bunch
come
up.
They sleeves
Yeah,
come
they
up
bunch
to
up.
here. I fucking hate
Well, and that's
that.
like
I hate
my shoulders. It's just from doing fucking scrubbing rugs all day,
Right.
Moving furniture.
moving furniture.
All right, I don't know how this app works. Mine is so I
Spin
don't
it.
know if I turn it off if it deletes everybody's name. So I don't know. I just downloaded it this morning. So anyway, I got everybody's name in there. So the winner of this person will have a shirt. So reach out to us.
Well, no, this one's the.
the beanie.
the
Yeah,
beanie,
the
yeah.
beanie that says Unrolled. It is.
Who did those beanies for you?
I'll tell you.
You can tell me off the air.
No. I just had to say the right word. I always fuck it up. It's 10 Rows Production.
I like how
10
those
rows.
turned out.
Yeah, those are embroidered. That
Yeah.
was the word I was looking for. They can't screen print on hoodies or
No.
on beanies because
No.
it stretches too
Yeah.
much. Dude, I need some more coffee or something. I'm losing all my words.
You can tell this one's still brand new because it hurts my ears still.
Yeah, they were super tight. Mine finally stretched out around my huge head, so
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
I like the fact that they're knitted inside, so people don't. I don't really want to take mine off.
That's all right.
Okay. But
Yes, let's see it. Look at
Oh, you got some flow.
look at his.
they're
Damn.
knitted inside.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I bet
so
that
it's
is
actually
warm.
Really, really nice.
They're,
Yeah,
they're pressed.
They're really
Dude,
nice.
they're
beanies.
warm.
Yeah.
They're really nice beanies.
So, 10 Rows, they do, I split shirt stuff between them and BD Sports. Actually,
Oh.
I call BD Sports and have them start doing some embroidered Table 36 shirts. So,
I want a hat.
Table 36 hat?
Yeah, but I don't want a trucker hat.
You want a snapback?
No,
You want a
I
snapback?
hate snapback.
You want one like this?
You want a snapback?
No.
That's
I-
not a snapback, that's a
it's
fold
not-
back.
You want a flat
No,
bill?
I don't.
You
like
want flat bill?
Yeah, he wants a flat bill.
You want flat?
No, absolutely not.
Fucking Chad.
Absolutely
He's Chad
not.
this shit up. He's on his line.
You can't even buy. You can't even buy a. You can't even buy a regular ball cap unless it's a trucker cap. You can't.
buy- you
they're
can't buy
so
shit
hard to
right now.
find.
Well,
They're
right-
so
Really?
hard to find. They've always been hard to find since the flat brim shit came out. They've been so hard to find.
Oh, no.
I just been my
Is this a
flat
trucker? You consider
You
this a
can't.
trucker cap?
Yeah, that's trucker. Right?
Yeah,
I
because
guess.
it's mesh.
No.
But you
Yeah.
can't.
Oh, wow.
You can't bend some of them. Like I've left them. I've left ball caps wrapped up in rubber bands.
Rubber bands, yeah.
And thrown them in a drawer for months.
Right.
And then they come out and you take the rubber bands off, and about a week later they're flat again. It's irritating.
It is. All right, so we're gonna spin this. If you win, send us. Do we get messages on YouTube?
Yeah.
They can email if the email's been set up, which I don't know if I hadn't set it up, but our maybe
Sarah did.
yeah, maybe Peach did.
Just call the
Maybe
shop.
Peach set it up.
Yeah, or find this.
Don't call the shop. We don't answer the phone.
Oh yeah, it's true. No, we have a Facebook page. It's called Unrolled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just send
message it.
send us a message on that page with your address. I'm going to cover shipping. We're going to send out a beanie and maybe something else. You want to do the honors?
Spin it.
Spin it.
Who we got here? Dan's older.
Dan's
Leo
older brother.
and
Yeah,
Milo
we don't know his name.
and Justin. See what we get.
Justin did not like the episode. He commented on.
The
it.
winner is
it's okay.
Milo Madison.
Milo Madison. All right, so Milo Madison.
You want to do best 2 out of 3?
No.
I'm joking.
No, that takes too long.
So Milo Madison, you won. Hopefully, you made it 2 hours into a effing podcast. This is our longest one.
Damn. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of questions for you, man. I was kind of curious about a lot of stuff. So Milo Madison wins the beanie. Send me your address. I'll cover shipping. I gotta sell some cigars first before I can afford that. So
Yeah.
It's only going to cost $3.
and then next week we're gonna give away a shirt then. Long sleeve.
Yeah, I think next week we give away a shirt.
All right, and our
So-
shirt sizes are extra large, double XL, and triple XL. All I bought was tints.
Yeah, tints.
Yeah, all I bought was tints. And maybe we'll put merch up for sale on the Facebook page. That's an idea.
Do
you think anybody would buy this garbage?
Have we given the socials over to?
You put it out there.
Yeah, I made her admin on the.
Okay, so
social.
she's admin on YouTube
Oh,
now.
she's
too.
admin too.
Yeah, she's admin.
She does a really great job.
What-
She
what
does
I-
really
what
great
I-
I'm
job.
telling you, man. I know
And
you
she's
talked to
fun.
her.
I talked to her.
she's-
I'm letting it. I'm thinking it over.
You're
you know?
blowing it over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's fun.
Probably what I'll do is
I'm gonna tell you.
I'll probably like
When you're on the road,
I'll probably give her like the tattoo side and say, hey, do something with this,
Right.
you know, and see what she does. But
Well, I'd give her the beard side, not the tattoo side.
Well, maybe I do that. Yeah.
Because you're set up for the tattoo side.
yeah, you used to have a really beautiful beard.
yeah, I cut it down.
You're set up for the tattoo side, and so she's not really doesn't really seem like.
Chuck's got a starter kit.
Doesn't really seem like this is just how this is it.
That's
You're
it.
looking at it.
That's it.
Starter kit.
That
You're
is
looking at
it.
it.
That's
And
it.
I'll shave this mustache off pretty soon because it starts tasting like cigars,
Yeah.
and I
So
can't stand it.
here's a little pro tip. So this is very much moisturizing for the face.
Oh, for sure.
What's really great is if you have a significant other that doesn't really care for the cigar smell on your face when you go in for a kiss, if you guys still kiss, if you put some beard oil on after a cigar, it changes everything. You get a proper aroma.
I bet the taste is still there.
What's
Oh.
that?
The taste.
The taste.
No,
is
the
there.
taste.
The nicotine.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it depends on how much you put in there.
Right. Is that safe to eat?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
I grew up
Well,
I grew up with a guy that ate Vicks Vapor Rub. I'm not even kidding.
Is he
I'm
still
not even
alive?
kidding. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he minty as
I'm not
fuck?
even kidding. He
Fuck
would take fingerfuls and
God.
Well, people used to eat petroleum jelly.
he would trade
Yeah.
he
Put it
would
on a
trade
saltine.
he would trade baseball cards and comic books and stuff
Yeah.
for containers of
Hey man, you gonna have that Vicks?
for containers of Vicks. Dude, he's still a weird dude.
Let me
He's a
hook
weird
you
dude.
up.
He's a
Does
weird
he?
dude.
That's there's like a whole show dedicated to weird ass shit like that.
Yeah.
It's
Taboo.
actually good
Taboo.
for it's actually good for your dog to feed it Vaseline every once, and they'll eat it right off. They love
Yeah.
the taste of it.
Yeah.
Dogs,
Yeah, Vaseline's
cats,
completely safe to eat.
cats,
Really?
Yep.
and it's good for their digestive system or whatever.
You guys ever been to a tattoo convention?
No,
No, we go to. Well, I mean, kind of. If you go to like the trailer, you know, and out in the woods, there's like 3 dudes tattooing.
Is there?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're all sharing the
they
same
got their
needle.
boot. Oh,
Right.
damn.
I know.
Sharing the same gun.
Yeah.
I know people that have been to prison. That's the same thing, ain't it?
Right.
Sort of.
That's a tattoo convention.
That's a
That,
tattoo
that,
convention.
that is a private convention, publicly funded.
right.
Right.
That's our tax dollars at that convention.
Right.
All right, Brad. It was
We
a
out?
Pleasure. Yeah, we're
We're
out,
out.
dude. It
Thanks,
was fun.
brother.
It was a good
Sure.
time.
It's been
Brian?
nice. It's been good.
Nobody's ever shook our hands on this
Never.
show.
Well, that's
This
the first.
is-
Disrespectful mother.
Nah, I gotta go sanitize.
Right.
All right.
You guys got soft hands.
I know. That's because I use a lot of lotion.
His are kind of sweaty though.
Yeah. That's
all right.
probably all that. He probably handled money, and it's all that.
Yeah.
Semen.
All that juice.
all that
Semen.
So
That's,
we're
that's
gonna-
my secret. Semen.
Yeah. Soft hands is semen.
Yeah, semen.
What a way to end this show.
All right.
I've been married 18 years, buddy.
Fantastic.
What?
I've been married 18 years.
Damn.
That's semen.
Stay
What's
tuned. Next week we'll have another Missouri resident coming over.
Uh oh.
So
Who's gonna be here next week?
we're gonna celebrate Martin Luther King Day.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
That's how on top of this I am. I
Yeah.
have no idea who's coming.
I'll take care of the guests. You take care of all this.
That's
stuff.
my birthday celebrity.
Oh yeah, your birthday is Monday.
Yeah.
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 Happy early birthday.
Is he actually gonna come?
Yeah, I bet he comes.
Is he really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a good time.
It might be just us.
No, it might be just be us, but
You're booked out for a while, aren't
If
you?
he does come, we're definitely getting canceled. This is definitely getting removed from YouTube. 110%.
So thank you for watching
All
our
right.
last show.
Right.
That's it.
That's it. We're done. Bye.
All right. I quit this bitch.
Right. Yeah, it just like disappears.
It just disappears.
Yeah, that wheel app.
weird.
What all